And we are back with a brand new edition of Course. Anyway, it's Monday. It's Monday. And just FYI, what up, Bevy girlfriend? Happy Memorial Day to everybody in the States, and especially to the men and women who serve our country, of course. So there's that part. But, you know, the show must go on at the same time. And I'm not very happy today. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. If you are new here, my name is Jen. I am your manifestation bestie. What's up, Mal? KC, AJ, girlfriends, Jillian. I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor and literally everything else. If you'd fucking start listening to me, that would be great. That would be great. Hey, Nadine. What's up, Karen? Okay. And that's what we're going to talk about. Okay. Hey, look, every fucking holiday is a bank holiday over here. Seriously. So anyway, if you're interested in having me manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where you're going wrong so you can get it right, all links are in my bio. Really hope you do that, because some of you guys are really lacking the clarity, the discipline, you know, all the shit that's going on in the WhatsApp group today, all the he said, she said bullshit that I keep telling you guys to fucking dead that you don't listen to. What up, Nest girlfriend? So not understanding where that's coming from, but anyway, if I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time on TikTok, if you ever miss it live, don't even trip. Go ahead. And I always put them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe. Watch them. Because clearly a lot of you guys need daily fucking reminders. What up, Shanty girlfriend? Thanks, Crazy Court. Okay, because it's insanity. It's like, honestly, it's insanity on what's going on. And I'm not understanding. I'm really not understanding. But before we get into that, I have a WhatsApp community you should join before I go bitch at them today. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Also, what's up, Lisa with the Butterfly? Thank you, girlfriend. We have a friendly contest here every day on TikTok. Unfortunately, it's only on TikTok. And if you repost this live or share this live, then you're entered to win some amazing prizes. One of them is to work with me. Okay? One-on-one. Because a lot of you need it. I know, I'm sure you are banging your head against the wall today because it's insanity around here and I'm not quite understanding what is going on. Okay, which we're going to talk about, because what part of my task for you yesterday was fucking unclear? What part of it was unclear? Don't worry, I'll wait. Where I said don't question shit, don't check, and assign positive. Oh, that's right. That's right. I said assign positive meaning to everything. To everything. But for some reason in the group, y'all are talking about what he said, she said, all that bullshit. Come on now. What part of that was unclear? See, this is the problem. Of course, it's always a success, girlfriend. Of course you did. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. Okay, good, auntie. Because as long as you guys continue to listen to what the fuck they say, question everything and its mother, then you guys are seriously fucking your own shit up. You constantly are reacting. React. GT is gutter trash, aka third parties, but we don't call them third parties around here because that would imply competition. No one competes with gutter trash. And no one competes with gutter trash. But I will tell you, it's really, I got in my feelings yesterday. Yes, I did. Because even though I'm not on here, I really was going to go live yesterday, but I was like, I'm not going to cry on fucking here again. Because I do that often. But it saddens me to see that some of you are so fucking beautiful. Like, well, no, every one of you are absolutely stunning and beautiful. And to see your guys' entire self-concept, self-love, identities are not self at all. It's all wrapped up in your SP. Where I've seen it all. I have seen it all and heard it. I've heard it all. And to see all of you guys, so many of you guys are just so defeated all the time. So defeated all the time that it's like you don't think your entire self-worth, your entire value is wrapped up in an SP. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. I have a crystal ball reading. That's what I'm giving right now, Greg. It's sad. It's really sad. I mean, I'm talking to a couple people now where, excuse me, I feel like I'm far away. Oh my God. Excuse me. Why I get all antsy over here. I feel like I'm far away and I need to sit back. Okay. So a lot of your guys is just like, you feel so defeated. Your entire self-worth is like, there's no self about it. There's no self about it. It's like, I only feel like I'm worth shit. Yes, Laura, I will. I only feel like I'm worth shit if I'm with my SP. Like, I only feel wanted if I'm with my SP. My SP is, you do it in your own language. Hit me, Nana. It's like everything. It's like, it's terrible. It's really, really terrible. And then to see your guys' pictures and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I know I'm a bad bitch, but a lot of you guys are like, you guys are baddies, like super baddies. Like, I was floored when I was sent a picture yesterday of one of our members. And I was like, excuse me? It's like, she's hot as fuck. But she doesn't see it. She doesn't see it at all. And that to me is sad. It's sad. And that's where I want you to get a grip. Okay. I need you guys to get a grip. And I need you guys to really look internally, because all of this is not for, yeah, I know, baby. I know. Me too. I heard another one too, I'll tell you about. It's just really sad. It's really, really sad. Okay. So I need you guys to pick your fucking chin up. Pick your chin up. And know it is movement, just wowie. And I'll tell you, let's talk about that shit for a second. But real quick, just know that you hold the power. Nothing is outside of you, and never once should any of your identities be wrapped up in an SP. Sure, you want them. I love my boyfriend and I want to be with my boyfriend. But my identities are not defined by my relationship in any sense of that word. Okay? Now, let's discuss. If you have any questions regarding SPs, drop them in the comments below. And I'd love to answer them. We mainly talk SPs around here. If you don't fucking like that shit, scroll to the next. Okay? But if you also want to know how you can manifest an appearance change, weight loss, business success, money, I've done it all. Health, I've done it all. Okay? So I'm here to help you do the same, which is why I know exactly how to banish gutter trash. Care to guess how I know how to do that? Because I only teach based on personal experience. Hello, pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, it's been like 2 weeks. Oh, that's another fucking thing we're going to discuss. It's been like 2 weeks and I can't manifest a text. Should I text him first? Thanks, Terry, girlfriend. Okay, Emanuela. That's debatable. Only if you can answer this one question. If I told you to text him right now, do you know if he would respond? And do you know how they would respond? If the answer to that is no, then no, you should not. Because here's the problem I'm having with what you said. Okay, what you said is because this is what I do. I read language, okay? What you're saying is that you're clocking time. Because it's been about 2 weeks, okay? And you're saying you can't manifest a text. Do you see part of the problem there? Because as long as you believe you can't manifest a text, it doesn't matter. You're not going to manifest a text. Okay, text, that implies text back, all that shit. Okay, so should you text him first? you have to answer that, because if you're clocking time, if you were to text him first, then all you're going to do once you send that text is clock more fucking time and be like, he hasn't responded. It's been 5 hours. It's been 6 hours. It's been 12 hours. Oh my God, he doesn't want to talk to me. And now you're going to get your thoughts all in a fucking bunch. So if you know that he would text you back, then absolutely text him. I don't think there's anything wrong with that shit. If I knew my boyfriend was going to text me back, I would text him in a fucking hot little second. I called him, right? When we were back in communication, we were talking. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to call him. I didn't sit there back, hopefully he answers. Oh, what if he doesn't answer? I didn't do that. I just fucking called him. That's what a lot of you guys need to do. Just do. I told you guys, stop questioning shit. What if he doesn't do this? What if he doesn't answer? How's he going to answer? What? I don't know. Is he going to answer? Is he going to talk to me? Is he going to want to hear from me? The fuck? I didn't do none of that shit. Maybe it's just my personality. But that's why I get my shit. And that's why I get my shit when I want it. Because I don't question anything. I just fucking do. I just do. If I want to text my boyfriend, I'm going to text my boyfriend. Am I going to sit there and be like, what if he doesn't respond? Fuck no. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that? Thanks, Terry, girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make... It makes no sense here why you'd want to question the shit. I wouldn't. I never have. I never have. Therefore, he does what I want. I get what I want. And this isn't just SP. It's in anything. I just do. Oh, I want this now. So there's no different strategy. So I'm just going to do. Why? Because I know I'm qualified. I'm qualified for fucking everything. I get approved for everything. So I'm just going to do. Same thing I did for this, I'm going to do for this. And I'm not going to question shit. Therefore, everything always goes my way. When are you going to decide that everything's going to go your fucking way? When are you going to decide that? Thanks, Nicole, girlfriend. You need to start deciding that shit now. I get what the fuck I want, and I get it when I want it. So I don't need to question shit. What is there to question? Because if I question it, it ain't coming. So what the fuck am I going to question this shit for? I don't need to question it. Just do it. It's literally Nike's slogan. And Flashy, I told you when I scheduled it, we are going to have to reschedule for the end of this week. Because after that, I have a hard stop at 1 on this live because I have somewhere to go. I have somewhere to go. And then I most likely will be going live tomorrow, even though I told you guys I would not. Joke's on you. I probably will be going live tomorrow. I'll confirm, though, in my WhatsApp, but most likely won't be on Wednesday, for sure. Okay. Do you speak to the picture, Jen? Yo. Yes. Do I speak to the picture now? Not really, unless I need something done. Then I'll speak to the picture. But then again, I also just speak to the picture knowing it's going to fucking be done. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I get what I want when I want it, because I'll speak to the picture and I don't question the shit. I just know it's a wrap because I've done it before. Okay, so, but for you, yes, speak to their picture. Get angry with them. Get angry. Do you understand? Do you understand? So, Nana, robotic affirmed one specific affirmation for my SP. Slept, then dreamt about my SP, and I in love. Where's the rest of this? Thoughts, advice. I'm actually surprised. No, you shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. If you would fall asleep, and I'm testing something. It's actually very cool, I'll tell you. If you would fall asleep with one affirmation, doesn't matter what it is, it dictates your dream. It dictates your dream. So if you would fall asleep with one affirmation about your SP, don't be surprised if they show up in your dreams. So I had fun with this yesterday. Okay. I fell asleep watching TV to one affirmation. Isn't it wonderful? And so then I had a very wonderful dream. Like everything in my life was wonderful, right? That's like basic. I don't recall. I don't like go down the rabbit hole of what the fuck was in my dreams. Okay. So I did that and I had a wonderful dream, like how everything was just great. Okay. So then I woke up to go to the bathroom. And so I was like, and this is how my mind fucking works. Okay. It's how my mind works. So then I fell asleep in another affirmation. I went to the bathroom. I went back to sleep in another affirmation just about my SP. So my SP was now in my dream. So then I woke up I drink a lot of water when I go to bed. And I'm a hot sleeper. If anybody has any advice on sheets that contain hotness, that'd be great. Because I end up I feel like I'm in a sauna when I sleep, and I don't know why. And I got a fan going. Yes, I got a fan going. Okay. But anyway, so then I woke up again to go to the bathroom. So I was like, let's fall asleep in another affirmation, a different one, right? So I fell asleep in a different affirmation. And I forgot what the fuck was it. Oh, I think it was like all my clients are getting back together with their SPs. All my clients are getting back together with their SPs. All my clients are getting back together with their SPs. So then I had a different dream the third time around where it was like me coaching or whatever. Again, I don't remember the premise of the dream, but it was like ping, 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 ping. Oh my God, me and my SP just got back together. Oh my God, we're talking now. This, that, and the fucking third from like a shit ton of clients. That's how it works. Have fun with your dreams. You could literally fall asleep in your dream saying, isn't it wonderful? And watch how you have a wonderful dream about your life. Or you can literally say, everything in my life is perfect. Fall asleep in that shit. Watch how your dream changes. Test it out for yourself. Don't take my fucking word for it. But I had 3 different types of dreams. This is the first time this ever happened. I had 3 different types of dreams. Yeah. So just letting you know. So what do you think my main one's going to be? All my clients are getting back together with their SPs. All my clients are getting back together with their SPs. You're welcome. So if you want to get back together with your SP, then you need to become a client. I kid. Don't get your panties in a fucking bunch. I love you, Danielle. Okay, I just lost all the shit because I fucking ramble. Let's just scroll all the way up. Okay, can only go so far. If I didn't answer your fucking question, drop it again. One time. Drop it again because I lost them all. Well, hey, there we go. Jay, I am not a Gemini. I am a Libra. That's why I don't tolerate bullshit. And that's why I'm stubborn. I don't think a Libra's like, but that's how I view it. What are we supposed to be like, balanced? I don't even know what the fuck that means. And I don't like our sign symbol. Although this was bought for me on my 40th birthday. It's an opal, which opal is rare now. You cannot find. That's why they fucking give you pink. It's an opal ring. My parents bought it for me. I'm going to just start manifesting a multiple SPs because all my focus is on one and I can't stand it. All things. Hey, you know what? Do you, sis? Do you, boo? If you want to manifest multiple SPs, do it. And the way you do that is by saying, everybody wants me. Like literally everybody wants me. Everybody wants me. I'm a badass bitch. Everybody wants me. I got options. I have options. Hey, you gotta have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Me? Too much effort. It's too much effort if the man lives more than 10 minutes from me. Let's be frank. That's how I am. On dating apps, I was like, if you live more than 10 minutes from me, I'm uninterested. Because I'm not trying to travel far. And relationships take a lot of effort. And I do more than one. I can barely handle one. I can handle one. More than one? No thanks. It sounds exhausting to me. And then I'm always paranoid. This is probably why I would never do that. Because I'm always paranoid that if I have cocktails, I'm going to call them. I'm going to get the names screwed up. You're out on a date with Bobby and not Brian. Then you're like, hey, Brian. And he's like, I'm sorry, who? You're like, oh, I'm sorry, what? So if you just call everyone babe, you're solid. You're solid. You can't ever get their name screwed up, right? Because you're just everyone's babe. Oh, man. I've worked on my self-concept and I feel secure about getting my ASP back. I don't know why. Because you are stepping into your power and believing that you're a bad bitch. Yes, user 344. I mean, that's what it's all about. You have to understand that this is how you got your SP in the first place. This is how you've gotten all of your exes. Every relationship you've ever had is a manifestation. And the way you got all of them is by stepping into your power and knowing who the fuck you are. And when you know who you are, they find that sexy, hot, attractive. No guy is out there like, let me go look for the most shallow bitch on the fucking planet. They don't do that. Okay. But there's something about you. And the way that and that's why you attract every single one of your SPs. So if you take a look back, don't take my word for it. Go back at all your relationships, go right to the beginning of them. Who were you? Not the same as who you were at the end of each and every one of your relationships. So you'll have to be that person all the time. You need to know who the fuck you are. You need to know you're the prize. I'm the perfect girlfriend. Like, you got me all the way fucked up because I tell you guys, if you know this about yourself, what competition? What competition? What gutter trash? You think I'm supposed to view that as competition? Are you insane? No, because I know who the fuck I am. And when you know that, they know it too. That's it. Congrats, Robin. Steps for Robin. They know that too. So when are you going to start knowing who the fuck you are? Huh? This is life in general. How do you think you get a job? How do you think you get a job? You can manifest it for sure. But I tell you guys, if it's a fact. My mom worked in HR. Okay. That's her whole background. And because my background is the study of the mind, it is a fact that if you get called for an interview, you're already qualified on paper. And within the first 2 minutes of them meeting you, that's the only reason why they interview you. In the first 2 minutes of interviewing you, they already know if you got the job or not. They already know. How do they know that? Because there's something about you, right? It's the confidence level that you have within yourself, knowing your ability to perform that job, knowing you're the best person for that job, the way you carry yourself. That's why you get the job, because you had a confidence level about you, right? This is in life in general. Anything that you want to manifest, there's a confidence level about you. If you're an entrepreneur, how the fuck do you get clients? There's a confidence level about you. Okay. Same in weight loss, everything. It's all about you at the end of the day and knowing who you are. And that's all you have to know is I'm a bad bitch, period. Or man. I haven't forgotten about you fellas. And ain't nobody going to take that from me, period, because they will see that. They will see that. This is why they come back. This is why they get rid of gutter trash to come back to you. Thanks, Kim KD, girl. This is why all of that happens, because you know that she ain't got shit on you. Like, I'm sorry, who? That's where these sayings come from. Always a downgrade, never an upgrade. Yeah. Yeah. Because I know who I am. And so do you. How do you not feel weird when talking to a photo? What's up, Yessie girlfriend? I don't know how to answer that. I don't feel weird. I would say good morning to my boyfriend every day. I told you his picture was on my fridge. It was stayed there the whole time. And I would say good morning to him and kiss his photo every day. I'm short, so I'd have to get up on my tippy toes. I mean, why I put it so high up, I don't. Oh, that's right, because I'm aesthetically pleasing and fucking everything. So picture, if you think I'm gonna have a fridge full of pictures, I'm not, because it's gonna dry. Kids' artwork and shit. I'm like, where can we put this where it makes sense? Home decor wise. My daughter brings home these superintendent honor roll awards. I'm like, where the fuck am I supposed to put this? It's like a piece of paper. Oh, I love you too. Yeah, it's like, and I'm like, I don't want it on my fridge. Mom of the Year award goes to me. But I don't feel weird about talking to a photo because, well, look at it this way. Would you feel weird if, like, okay, let's say you had a family member that passed away, okay, and like a parent that passed away, and they were cremated, and you have their urn. Is that what we call it? An urn? Yeah, you have their urn, or they have a gravesite. Do you feel weird going to the grave and talking to your deceased parent? No, you don't, right? Like, you don't. People do it all the time. Like, they'll literally sit there and talk to their deceased family member. There's nothing wrong with that, because it's their way of staying connected to that family member, right? And it's the only form of communication they have, So for me, I didn't view it as weird at all to sit there and talk to his photo, right? Because I'm not saying you should view your SPs as deceased, but it's the same analogy. You know what I'm saying? It's the same analogy. People do that all the time, where they talk to people that they haven't seen, right? It's kind of like saying, do you feel weird praying to somebody you've never even seen before, right? Because you sit there every night and you're like this. You don't even know who you're praying to. Technically, you've never even met the person before, so do you feel weird doing that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the same type of, I hope that makes sense, because to me, in my mind, it makes sense. If that's the whole analogy, there's a lot of things there's a lot of people, if you will, that we talk to all the time. You know what I mean? Like, literally, do you feel weird talking to yourself? Because you do it all day long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk to yourself all the time. That's called inner conversation. So does that make you feel weird talking to yourself? You know what I mean? So it's the same thing, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, it's the same thing. Oh yeah, crazy. You want to be a guinea pig? Any day, any day. I'm gonna start doing that where I'm gonna spend some time on this. I am. Like, this weekend I'll probably spend some time on this, where I'm going to go through a bunch of different techniques that I know and figure out which ones would benefit you guys the most. And then I will select. I always start with my clients though, okay? Because it's only, fair. So I start with my clients first, and I'm going to start like guinea pigging, testing things on you guys that I know work. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I have to start with my clients, certain ones, because it's very expensive what I do. So it's like I have what's it called? It's because so I do I used to do this. I don't do that. I don't do them anymore actively. I used to do breakthrough sessions. Breakthrough sessions are where we completely demolish everything and recreate everything about you, like everything. Okay. So where we recreate your entire identities. We crush all limiting beliefs that you have. We recreate all of your identities. We change all of your values at the subconscious level and your belief system, like all of that shit. Like, you're a whole new person when you're fucking done, literally. But it's long. Like, it's long. And so, cause it's an intensive, if you will. So it's like literally 8 hours. It's like a whole work day. So oftentimes people, will have it, like, I'll break it into 2 sessions, right? Which would be 4 hours per session. That's how intense it is. But you walk away a completely different person. It's fucking expensive, I used to charge 10 grand for it. Okay. But I do want to start doing that and maybe picking, like, at random, not random. Let's be frank. And doing like one a week. You know, I'll hook you up, Danielle. You do a lot for me, girl. But I'll probably be doing one a week. Yeah. To get you guys all completely transformed. Because it's a huge intensive, like a huge intensive, where we break through everything. And then we recreate. Just like you all should be recreating your SPs. I don't know what part of that's unfucking clear. I gotta scroll back up. But I will. I will announce it. I have a whole thing. And so I already know I will be starting with 2 specific people. I would assume they know who they are. But anyway, I will be starting with 2 specific people. And then I will do it once a week. 1 person a week. But you have to be my client to be considered. And if you're in the members only area on WhatsApp, I will be doing different small techniques. Like I have like the Ring of Fire, things like that. The Ring of Power, things like that I'm going to be putting together in there. So you guys will have that stuff too. Cause I think it'll be fun for us, like on WhatsApp, every other week, or at least once. I can commit to once a month to start, where we jump on a group Zoom. If you're in my WhatsApp community, that is. Where we would jump on a group Zoom and do some kind of technique together. I think that should be badass. Yeah. Because you guys, Ring of Power, I'm going to look into it. I'm most likely going to do it. It's really simple technique. So I'm probably going to do it this week, or I'll record it like at the end of the week. Cause I'm very busy this week, guys, with my personal shit. Yeah, but that's going to be fucking exciting. That, and then there's also a technique where you talk to your younger self and you adapt all the learnings that you learned now to your younger self, and it changes everything about you because you have told your younger self what you've learned as an adult, and it adapts those learnings, and you're a brand new bitch or man. Okay. Now I'm back to answering questions instead of rambling. What up, demand? Okay. I'd say your SP is likely dreaming about you. Yes, your SP is always dreaming about you. You guys have to understand that if you're in their dreams, if they're in your dreams, they are in your dreams. Period. Okay. Can I manifest someone after I remove them from my socials today? It helps me to not check them. Yeah. What the fuck does social media have to do with relationship? It has nothing to do with it. How many times do I have to let you guys know that me and my boyfriend are not friends on social media? We never have been. We've never been friends on social media at all. And so who gives a fuck? Who cares? I asked the client yesterday because she was hung up on the unblock shit. And I said, oh, okay. My SP asked to see me in person after 4 months. When we met, he told me that I'm the most... Ooh, snaps for Zena. See what I'm saying? So why do you guys do all this shit when, like, after 4 months? See what I'm saying? It's not like yesterday. It's after 4 months. So who gives a fuck? Don't stop worrying about the time. For mine, it was 7 months before I got back in contact. Well, like 7 months and a week if you really are counting. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares? If I would have thought about quitting, I wouldn't be with my boyfriend. Because law of attraction would have you wanting to quit. Because you don't get shit. But social media doesn't mean a damn thing. It should never define your relationship. I asked her yesterday, I said, okay, so you're blocked. I said, so let me ask you this. I said, would you prefer to be unblocked on social media? Or would you prefer to talk to your boyfriend by text? She goes, oh, I would definitely prefer that. Okay, then. Thanks, Crazy Court. Okay, then. So who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares about your social media status? That doesn't mean anything. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. But understand that you need to make sure it doesn't mean anything to you. Because I told you guys, everything is an assumption. So if you're assuming that you can't talk to your SP without being unblocked, well, then you better get busy with being unblocked. Because that's an assumption you're creating. Why would you want to create that assumption? Because now you're creating a whole fucking circumstance that doesn't need to be a circumstance to begin with. Okay, because it's like it was not a problem, but now it is, because now you've created the assumption that this has to happen for me to have this. This has to happen for me to be with SP. No, stop doing that. Stop doing that because those are unnecessary assumptions you're creating that do not benefit you. So if you're talking to yourself or you're thinking things that don't benefit you, it doesn't belong in your headspace. It doesn't belong in your headspace at all. At all. So the answer to evenness is yes, you can manifest whatever the fuck you want, even if you're not on social media. Who cares? That's right, 7301, you broke the pattern. Mic drop. It's all about breaking patterns. It's all about breaking patterns when they come up. When they come up. And you'll know. You'll know if the pattern arises. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. Okay? Okay. Kitty, what were you, sick, girlfriend? I hope you're feeling better, bitch. Should I tell? Oh, I saw. I thought I responded to you, Patriot. I thought. Should you tell your therapist that everything is going great? Sure. I would. Because what's the alternative? You know what I'm saying? Because if you talk about the alternative, then he's going to be like, tell me about it. No, I don't need to tell you about it. It's actually all working out great. Bevy. It's all working out great. Yeah, everything is actually going great. Because then he's gonna confirm, right? He's gonna confirm, like, oh man, that's great. That's great. That is amazing. You know, just like somebody else who told her therapist, we're great. We went on a date last night. And she's like, I'm so happy for you. That is amazing. Yes. Leverage your therapist. If you have a therapist, you may as well leverage it and be like, everything is amazing. Everything is fantastic. So can I go now? And they're gonna be like, that is so, because now they're your cheerleader and they'll stop bringing that shit up and stop wanting you to talk about your whole fucking story. If you're like, nope, we're fine. We're amazing. I keep having dreams where I feel like my SP was in them, but I can't remember. Good. Look, it's good that you can't remember what's in your dreams, to be quite frank, because when people remember what's in the dreams, then they want to go throw that shit into ChatGPT, or they start thinking about the dream itself and deciphering the meaning of the dream, when that's unnecessary. That's totally unnecessary. You know, well, what does this mean? What does that mean? What does this mean? You know what I'm saying? So instead, I choose to focus on the fact of who he was in my dream. That's it. I don't even give a fuck about anybody else in my dream. Because I've had unfavorable, if you will, dreams with my SP in them. So, you think I sit there and decipher the shit? Nope. Oh, good. Good, Becky. I want to see him. I don't decipher that shit for what? For what? Well, what does this mean? It means not a damn thing. It means that he's obsessed with me. That's what this means. That's the only thing you should be delusional about, is positive meaning to everything. Instead of saying, is this movement? Do you want it to be movement? Then great, it's movement. Everything is movement. Everything is movement. How do I manifest him when he's ignoring my texts and calls and is active online? Ooh, active online. I've told stories. You keep going. You keep going. How do you manifest him when because you're looking, here's the thing. You could manifest this man if you'd stop viewing the fact that he's ignoring your texts and calls and is active online. That's why you think he's ignoring your shit, because he's active online. But you keep telling yourself that. And hopefully you're not blowing his shit up, by the way. Because if you're blowing his shit up, see, here's the thing. Here's how my brain works. I'm going to send a text. I'm not going to send another one. For what? You know what I mean? Like, for what? Unless it's like, it's different when it's with me and my boyfriend, because we're in a relationship, right? So I'll send text. It's not a big deal. But I also don't view the fact that he's active on Instagram and hasn't responded to my text. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't, of course, I don't, and yes, both of those take place on the cell phone. I just don't care. I don't go there, which is why I always get a response to my text. I always get phone calls because I don't give a fuck about the other stuff. But if I was not in a relationship with my SP, I would send a text or call one time. I don't need to call again. I don't need to send another text. I don't need to do none of that shit. For what? For what? He can see he missed a call. Now I'm going to blow his shit up. I'd rather him see he missed one call than see he missed 55 calls. Because if I saw I missed 55 calls from somebody I was not in a relationship, I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? I'd be annoyed. Like, why do you keep blowing my shit up? Again. Oh gosh, she's calling again. Text message after text message after text message. Seriously? Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Let them respond. And then stop viewing to see if he's active online. Because when you do, this is your guys' problem. This is checking the 3D. This is all checking the 3D. Exactly. I'm always active on fucking Facebook because I keep that shit, not anymore because I closed it, but I keep that shit open on my computer. Because I used to work for another coaching company where it's all done in a Facebook group. Okay. And so I keep that on my computer all the time. So according to me, it looks like I'm active 24/7. I ain't even active. I'm not even active. And it also looks like I read everybody's message too, because they love to do that shit. When you're on your desktop, all of a sudden all the messages just open up like so now it looks like you read the shit even though you never did. So what? Even if he is online, but what you do when you see that he's online is in here, it's all about he's ignoring you. He's ignoring you. He's ignoring you. He's ignoring you. Well, if someone is ignoring you, do you text people you're ignoring? No. Do you call people you're ignoring? Nope. So you may want to stop saying he's ignoring you. You may want to stop viewing him as ignoring you and be like, he's just busy right now. Again, pause. You need to remember this. Nothing has meaning until you give it a fucking meaning. So why do you want to give it the meaning of he's ignoring me? Is that helping you out? Or if you were to say, oh, he's just busy right now. He's totally just busy right now, but he's going to text me back any minute. Which one's going to make you feel better? And which one do you think is likely going to get you a response? This is common sense. This is like common sense 101. Logical. This is logical. Okay? This isn't woo-woo. This is not woo-woo. Hypotheticals. This is like which one makes more sense, right? And then on top of that, it also depends on what the fuck your texts are saying. Are you love bombing him in the text? Are you asking questions? Are you wanting to talk about your relationship? Are you questioning him, interrogating him? Are you telling him how much you miss him and love him and all this shit too? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And when he does respond to your text, I strongly suggest you drop the fact that he ignored you and act like that never happened. Because if you want to question him and grill him and be like, why haven't you responded? It's been 2 days. Why haven't you responded to my texts or my phone calls? Well, guess what? You're about to go in no contact. Because when you do that, they pull back 100% of the time. 100% of the time, they pull back. And you also need to dead the old shit. You do. You may have experienced something in your relationship, your first relationship with your SP, but you got to dead that shit. The negative, you have to dead it because it will continue. Even when things are going great in your relationship, it will keep sliding back because you're not deading anything that you feel like he resents you for, or things that because you experienced something in your relationship and all of a sudden um, everything's great. Everything's great. But you feel like but you still tell yourself or have an assumption that he feels this type of way about an instance that happened in your previous relationship. You have to dead that shit. Because it doesn't even matter if you come back around and everything's hot and steamy again. If you still haven't deaded that, it will continue to come up over and over and over again because you haven't deaded it. So dead it now. Dead it now. I don't give a fuck what you did in the past. I don't care if you made a huge ass mistake with your SP. Dead it. Assume now they're over it. They're over it. This is not going to go good today. This is not going to go good today. I can already tell. See, I'm talking to myself. I don't feel weird about that either. I talk to myself all the time, which is why I get what I want. And I only have to, and I'll say, like, I'll pick random shit, like random things to affirm. Like, yeah, this is actually going to happen today. Yep. I just did this. I just signed this. I just signed this. Yep. Totally just signed this. And then what happens? An hour or two later, I get confirmation. So that's how that works. I don't give anything another option. This is your life. In general, I don't give anything another option. Nothing another option. Nothing. Nope. If my mind goes to the left, nope, bring it on back. Mind goes to the left again, nope, I'll bring it on back, and I'll bring it on back, and I'll bring it on back, which is why I just choose to affirm. It's easier for me. But every time I check my messages to see if a friend has replied, etc., I can see he hasn't replied. So what? So what? Stop. You need to change the programming for yourself, okay? Thanks, Boom. You need to change the programming for yourself, bitch. Because you tend to check to see if people have replied. In general, what the fuck do you need to check for? What do you need to check for? I don't need to check to see if my friend has replied to my text message. You know why? Because there's this thing called a notification. Let's be frank. Okay? Let's be 100% honest with ourselves. I don't need to check text messages. Maybe when I first wake up, because it'll show like you have 40 different, like, you know, well, if you're like me, you have 40 different messages because all you bitches forget I'm in California. But throughout the day, I don't need to check my text thread to see if somebody replied. Because when somebody sends a message, like today, like right now, I was on the live, right? And do you know what I got? A notification that my mom replied to my text. Then I got another notification that my dad sent me a text. No checking involved. So let's not kid ourselves. See, I know you're in SoCal, girl. Where you at? SoCal, bitch. No, you don't, Sabrina, because I called you fucking yesterday, like 5 minutes after you called, bitch. And I still didn't get a call back. You are not in need of emergent feedback. The Social Sully. I am in Orange County, California. Although I don't feel like it right now because it's fucking cloudy. There's that part. Look at that. Talking about living in SoCal, and I get a violation of bullying and harassment. I'm like, apparently someone needs to define what bullying and harassment means, because that ain't it. Okay, it just pops up on my Insta that he's liking, and he reposts stuff on TikTok. Okay, so what? So what? Who cares? Who cares? So it pops up on your Insta that he's liking certain posts, and so And then he reposts stuff on TikTok. So, that's the whole point of things. So instead, if it's like good shit, I'd be like, look at him trying to get my attention. My God, he is constantly posting on TikTok because that's his way of talking to me right now. Like he's constantly trying to get my attention. Change it in your fucking mind. Change it in your mind. And again, you could. Okay, here's the thing. What you're not going to do is I've tell stories. Well, that's ironic in your name, isn't it? You know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Look here, I'm not bullying you and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm here to be honest with you because I'm here to help you be honest with yourself. Okay? Because it's the only way you get your shit is by dropping the bullshit. Thanks, Studio. It's because let's be honest with you, okay? Bitch, I'm on TikTok live right now. So you're not about to convince me, and you're definitely not about to convince Bevy, who's like a social media wizard, that this is true. That it just pops up on my Insta that he's liking shit. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does not pop up on your Insta that he liked to fucking post. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Okay? And he reposts stuff on TikTok. Oh, and that just pops up on your Instagram too? Seriously? We don't believe you, right? The only way you know that he's liking things or whatever is because you're looking for the shit. It's because you're looking for it. Reposting things on Instagram, yeah, it could pop up on your feed that someone, because I see that sometimes where like I'll see my friends repost something, but I only know that because it shows, I'm getting better at social media because it shows the little fucking icon of sharing something or hearting something. So fucking what? Who cares? Who cares? Social media, its entire job is to break up relationships. That's entirely what it's for. And you're letting it win. Who cares the fuck they're posting? Who cares? Who cares? Do you think I give two shits? I know what my boyfriend watches on Instagram. So do you think I care? Nope. For what? For what? I don't care. Because do you know who he's in a relationship with? Me. So you think I care what he posts? Nope. I don't. Do you think I care what he's watching? Nope. Don't care about that either. Good, just wowie. Learn to ignore the 3D. That's what it's about. Sessions. When are you available? The page doesn't display the time. Evolve. Yes, it does. It displays the availability, but although I'm telling you now, do not book for Wednesday at all, because whoever's on my Wednesday calendar, I'm going to have to move. Okay. Most likely I'll move you to tomorrow if you're available. But I'm taking limited calls today, tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm not taking calls at all on Wednesday. And I won't be going, well, I'll confirm that with you guys before I make that executive decision, but most likely I will not be taking calls Wednesday. And minimal on Tuesday because I'm busy. But once you check out, it gives you my entire calendar. So if you pick it, it shows you my availability, pick the day, and it shows you the time. Now, I always say book it anyway. Okay? Thanks, Lisa Girlfriend. Book it anyway. I don't care if it shows like a week out, which that's not possible. But anyway, book it anyway, and then just send me a message and be like, hey, is there any way you can move my time up? It's a lot easier for me to move your time up than it is to schedule because you didn't schedule. Okay, I've done that a handful of times, is I'll move you up. Okay, so don't worry about it. If I have to wake up fucking early, it's a sacrifice I make. But if I wake up early and you don't show up, well, now we're beefing. Now we're fucking beefing. Which I will tell you is that tells me how committed you guys are, because I literally have like probably like 100% show up rate versus when I did a lot of business coaching, you get like 50 fucking percent show up rate. Go figure. So Evolve, let me know. I'd love to work with you. Okay. Let's take a look. Is answering duplicate call? I can't see her availability. You want to manifest your SP back? Good, Shada. That's amazing. So, if you want to manifest your SP back, I've said this a million times, but I will say it 1,000,001 because clearly a lot of you still don't understand the concept and think you can pick and choose what part of this you want to implement. No, you cannot pick and choose. The most important part, which is what most of you seem to struggle with, which I, again, don't fucking understand, is how you see your SP. You must see your SP as perfect for you and only you. You must see the version of your SP, I've tells stories, this applies to you too. You must see the version of your SP that would constantly contact you, right? The version of your SP that they were when everything was great in your relationship, because that person, you never questioned anything. You never questioned if you would hear from them today. You never questioned if they would message you. You never questioned if they were going to come see you. You never questioned how they felt about you. None of that shit. Therefore, you got confirmation over and over and over again. They did the things you wanted them to do because you didn't question it. You just knew. You knew you would hear from them. You knew if you messaged them back, they would message you. You knew a lot of things about your SP. You have to go back to that. Okay. You have to go back to that version of your SP. Sorry, somebody was asking to co-host. You have to go back and see them only as that version. On top of that, you also need to see yourself as the person that they chase, they pursue. I walk you through it. I'm going to do that in just a little bit, an exercise to help you do that. Okay. But you need to go back to the version of yourself that you were when you first met your SP. Because that's the version of you that they pursued, that they were attracted to, that they desire, that they wanted to be with, that they fell in love with. Not dramatic, not dramatic, questions everything, argumentative, stressful version of you. That's not the version that they were attracted to. Okay? Nobody's like, oh my God, you create chaos in my life and you stress me the fuck out. I love you so much for that. They don't do that. Okay? They don't do that. So you have to be that version of yourself. Then you need to, one, stop reacting to fucking everything. Stop checking the 3D. There's nothing to fucking check. There's nothing to check. And the only reason you're checking the only reason why you're not seeing movement is because you keep telling yourself that. So you don't need to check. You don't need to waver from the versions of you and your SP that you expect. Then you focus on affirming and inner conversations. Okay. You affirm for what you want. I stand by affirming in steps because especially if you're in no contact. If you're in no contact, my exact affirmations I used was, he is so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. Well, excuse me, back up. It was SP's name. Okay. So Chris is so obsessed with me. Chris is the easiest for me to manifest. He is so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's always calling and texting me. He's constantly spending time with me. He'll do anything to be with me right now. Do you notice the tonality I say that into? What part of that is 93% of total communication do you not understand? So when I affirm with certainty in my tonality. I don't affirm like, he's so obsessed with me. Like I'm all he ever thinks about, with uncertainty in your tonality. Because remember, what pushes out is certainty, a surety. So if you can create certainty in your tonality, then create it in your tonality, like this is a matter of fact thing. Okay. So those were the affirmations I used. And then I focused on inner conversations. Like, yeah, we're great. Like, seriously, we're so amazing. He's like, I know who I am. I know I'm a perfect girlfriend. I know he's perfect. I know we're perfect together. Like we have the best time, whatever that inner conversation is for you, because you're having them all day anyway. So you can have inner conversations about all the things that you know about him. And you can have conversations about as if you were talking all day, every day right now. How would those inner conversations go? If you were talking all day, every day, what would you be thinking about? That's an inner conversation. Inner conversations are things that you're telling yourself because you're doing it anyway. But all you're telling you, oh, and then the next thing you do is, Shayna, persist. No matter what, persist. Persist, 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 persist. No matter what, no matter what. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Persist. Don't give anything another option. Oh, here we go. Stories. I've told stories, but he hasn't replied for a week. So it's hard for me to say he's just busy. Well, then don't. Then don't. Then go ahead and tell yourself that he's ignoring you. You go ahead, and then you let me know when he responds. And you let me know, most importantly, how he responds. I've dealt with this with several clients of mine, entrepreneur clients of mine, when they would do a follow-up, like the sales call seemed to go good, and then they would go follow up with them, and they would get no response. And so they would jump on my call again and be like, I think they're ghosting me because I think they ghosted me because they're not returning my calls. They're not responding. I said, the fuck? I was like, no, they're not ghosting. I said, change that shit right now. I said, tell yourself they're just busy. Now, he hadn't gotten a response for 2 fucking weeks. I said, tell yourself that she's just busy right now, but she's going to contact you any minute. She's contacting you right now. Within a week, he goes, she contacted me back. And do you care to guess what she said? I'm so sorry. I was just busy. Because here's the thing. I already know if you're focused on the fact that it's been a week and you're saying it's hard, here's what you have to realize. Here's what you have to realize. You're saying he hasn't responded for a week, so it's hard for me to say he's just busy. Cool, sick. So let's take that out. What are you telling yourself right now? Because that's not hard for you to say, is it? What have you been telling yourself all week long when you see that he hasn't replied? What have you been telling yourself? Because apparently, according to you, that's not hard for you because you're doing it now. But when it comes to assigning positive meaning to something, to get a response, to get him to do what you want, you find that fucking hard to say. Are you fucking kidding me right now? That's hard for you to say. I want that to sink in. But all the negative shit you've been telling yourself the entire week about how he's ignoring you, this, that, and the fucking third, that seems to be easy as fuck for you to say. Let that make sense. Let that make sense. Then stop fucking whining. Then stop whining about it. Because you know damn well that's your guys' problem. It's so hard for me to say what I want and for me to say the positive shit, but it's so fucking easy for me to bitch, whine, and complain. You know how stupid that fucking sounds. You know how stupid that sounds. Because for me, it's much easier for me to say what I want than what I fucking don't want. Because I want what I want. And so if I'm going to say the opposite, then I'm not going to get what I want. So it's much easier for me to say what I want than what I don't. I had no way to contact my boyfriend. I had no phone number for him whatsoever. Did I sit there like, well, I don't know how this is going to work because I don't even have his phone number. So how the fuck is he going to contact me because I don't have his phone number? No. You know why? Because I was like, well, my phone number, what I do know is my phone number hasn't changed in over 20 years. T-Mobile loves to remind me of that shit every time I talk to him. So I know that my phone number's been the same. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. I wasn't like, well, what if he doesn't have my number anymore? Did he block my number? Or did he delete my number? Why would I do that? Why would I want that? No, because I saw him as a good person. I would never have thought that. I never even allowed my mind to even go there. So I hadn't talked to my SP in 7 fucking months. And I started affirming exactly what I said earlier. Focused on inner conversations, positive inner conversations. I assigned positive meaning to fucking everything. Everything, I distracted myself. Everything was a fucking sign. Everything was a sign. And I would get excited about the signs. I would smile. I'd be at the pool. I'd see a falcon. I'd be like, that's right, bitch. Even though they were always there. But that was not my sign. When I saw a butterfly, I was like, still no contact. Still no contact. You think I gave a shit? Nope. I did not. I stayed the path. I didn't think about it. I didn't sit there and check my text. I didn't do none of that shit. I did not do any of that at all. At all. I kept going. And then when we ran into each other, when we crossed paths, when he was going to his car on the lower path and I was on the walk path above him on a whole ass phone call, and he mirrored to me or mimicked to me, whatever you call it, I'm going to call you and give you my new number. I was like, okay. I was like, that's fucking movement. And I didn't even say that because I wasn't focused on checking for movement every fucking second. I just did. I just did it. I didn't question shit. I wasn't looking for movement. I wasn't doing none of that shit. I just did it. So when he said that to me, I was like, hell yeah. Do you think I sat there and checked my text messages for the next 24 hours to see if he actually texted me? No. For what? I just was like, oh, hell yeah. Kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. And then I think it was the same day he sent me a text later on that day. And I was like, fuck yeah. Kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. Did not force a 3D, kept it casual, did not force a 3D. And then I kept it going. And then started talking every day throughout the day. And then I got locked out the pool and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to call him. And I called him. He answered. Yeah, that's actually how it went. We texted, we exchanged a couple texts randomly because I wasn't going to force the 3D. I wasn't going to push. We exchanged a couple texts. And then I called him because I needed to get into the pool. And we ended up talking for hours. And then ever since then, daily conversation. Did I force the 3D when we talked on the phone? Nope, did not. I didn't have to. Because he was telling me everything I wanted to hear. Everything I wanted to hear. And I was like, fuck yes. Fuck yes. And do you care to guess what he was telling me? All the shit that was going on behind the scenes that I had no idea about. That's why I tell you, there's always movement. There's always movement. And you will know that when you get back in contact. You will know that if you focus and stop with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit. I never analyzed anything. I just did. I wasn't like, I don't see any movement. Why haven't I gotten a text yet? You know, the only time I did that stupid shit was when I was watching Law of Attraction shit, and they're over here like, get a text in 10 minutes. Yeah, then I checked in 10 minutes. Especially when you read all the bullshit fucking bot comments that are like, this worked for me, oh my God. You know, when you want to know how you know that they're bot comments? Because people will be like, oh my God, that's great. And they won't respond. They won't reply when people are like, how'd you do it? And I was like, did you not watch the fucking video? What do you mean, how did they do it? That's the only time I checked. Until I realized I shouldn't be checking because that's wavering. So I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's why I keep trying to tell you guys. I don't care. I don't understand why you are. If you would all. Okay, here's your biggest task this week. This is a whole week task because you already know what today is. What's today? Don't question shit Monday. Yes, that's what today is. It literally should be like that every day. Every day. But to piggyback off of don't question shit, it's don't question shit all week. That's what this is. And when I mean don't question shit, I mean you're not going to ask yourself, am I doing this right? Why isn't this working? I'm not seeing any movement. Why am I not seeing any movement? What am I doing wrong? Like, why isn't he responding to my text? Like, no, you're not going to clock time either, because that's questioning. You're not going to be like, I'm going to clock time. It's been 2 weeks and I've been doing this and I haven't gotten a text. No, you're not going to be a Debbie Downer. You're not going to analyze a goddamn thing. Nothing. You're not analyzing anything. I want you to write down the 3 words. Just do it. That's all I want you to do. I don't want you to think about shit. I don't want you to think about a goddamn thing. I want you just to do it. See the good version of your SP, because that shouldn't be hard, and just do it. Just do it. Just know, I didn't even have to tell myself this. I just did it. I was like, this is going to work for sure, because it's exactly what led to the breakup. I know exactly what caused the breakup. So because I know that, I can cause the makeup. And I had daily reminders. I would wake up every day and I would remind myself who the fuck I was. This is my reality. I'm the god of my reality. I can have whatever I want. I can literally have whatever I want. And my 3D must conform. I'm not going to let my 3D control me. I will control my 3D. Period. Right now. Right now. You can control your 3D. Right now. Instead of reacting to your 3D, control it. Control it. This is your movie. So instead of reacting to everything that you see in the 3D, what you should be doing is doing nothing but assigning positive meaning to fucking everything in the 3D. Therefore, because you know that you have the power to control it. Nailed it on the first time, those fucking puzzle pieces. You know you have the power to control it, to control everything in your 3D. But the only way you can change your 3D is by controlling it. And you do that in your thoughts by assigning positive meaning to fucking everything, to everything. Literally everything. And I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care what it is. Positive meaning to everything. They put something on social media, yeah, all their posts are talking to you. Who needs to go down and see who liked their shit? I've never even thought about doing that, to be quite frank. I think it's a little stalkerish, to be quite honest. I've never thought about doing that. I have never thought about going on someone, in general, anyone's posts, and seeing who the fuck. I like to think I have other things to do. Now, would I sometimes talk to certain people through my content? Sure. Sure. I'd repost things to talk to specific people. I'd share things to my stories. Sure. But never once have I ever thought about going into someone's posts. This is driving me fucking nuts. And seeing who liked their shit. It's still fucking there. Can you see it? It's driving me nuts. Here we go. I've never once thought about doing that. Ever. Because I feel like there's... Get a fucking hobby. Get a hobby. And if you're going to be all like snooper on fucking social media, then you like to be on social media so much, so you may as well take that time to make some fucking content. You know what I'm saying? Like, hello. I don't get it. Shannon, you never broke up. I don't even know what you're talking about. What up, Dawn? You never broke up. What are you talking about? No. You know he'll come back. Yeah, today. Today. Because you're going to change it today. Okay? I don't want to hear none of you should have your if you've been with me, none of you should have your SPs leaving you. Please. But you do because you don't listen. Please don't listen. We got to listen. What did people tell? What did your parents tell you when you were young, and then teachers tell you when you were little? We got to listen with our listening ears. You should probably take that advice. That's right, Angie. Everything you said and done has only made him love you even more. What up, young gal Pacino? My eye got blurry. Dawn, I need you to focus on seeing him as the version of him you want to see. Stop complaining about him. Stop complaining about him. Okay? You need to see the version of him that you want to see, one that's loving, respectful, worships the God that you walk in, is his only priority. I'm just going to say like this all the time. One that is so loving and caring and respectful, polite to you. You need to see that version of them, and only that version of him. Well, we have missed you too, young gal Pacino. We'll let it slide this time, but don't make that mistake again. What up, Brandy? Okay. So that's the thing. That's what you guys don't understand. Okay, Shayna. Listen, bitch. Listen. I love that you're working on yourself. I think that's amazing. I think that everyone should work on themselves. But here's the fucking thing. Still, if you're working on yourself, okay, here's your stretcher for you. If you're working on yourself, then you should know what you expect because you know who you are. So therefore, you shouldn't be saying things like, haven't heard from SP today yet. I actually don't care. Here's what I'm saying you shouldn't be saying at all. He'll message me when he wants. Excuse me? No. No. He'll message me when I fucking say so. Why? Because I'm that bitch. Because I'm that bitch. What do you mean will message me when he wants? Yeah, when I decide you're going to message me now. What the fuck do you think this is? No, because I'm the priority. I'm the prize. And you'll treat me as such. You'll treat me as such in general. That's how that works. That's how that works. It's not an arrogant personality. It's like, no, bitch, excuse me. No, allow me to introduce myself. You'll message me today because I said so. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I know who I am. And so because I know who I am, I also know that you know who I am. So I'll talk to you soon, honey. That should be your attitude. That should be your attitude. What up? Welcome to Mo. Hey, bestie. How do you start to get over the fact your SP left you and got married 3 weeks later? Well, you flip it, okay? You flip it where you're like, okay, so if this, let's say this was me. If this was my situation, I would have been like, are you fucking serious? I was like, what a joke. That's called a shotgun wedding. There's honestly, that shotgun weddings don't last. In fact, obviously, she's nothing but a fucking rebound. So I'm going to go get my man back because he clearly does not have feelings for her like that. And yeah, that shotgun wedding is the biggest mistake he's ever fucking made. The biggest mistake he's ever made. And he knows it. That's how you turn it around. That's how you turn it around. Okay. But if you view him being married to somebody else 3 weeks after he left you, that's exactly how I would look at it. It's exactly how I would look at any gutter trash in general. You know, is like, yeah, okay. Obviously, this is a mistake. Clearly, this is a mistake. Mm-hmm. And he fucking knows it. Yeah, that's the biggest mistake of his life. Jillian, your stepdad who doesn't believe it will work made a bet with me that if it works, he will give me $150. Well, game on, bitch. Game on. Prove it to yourself. Prove it to yourself. Game on. And I want half. I just tried to slide that shit in there. Oh, let's see if she was fun. Oh man, I went way far back. Doodles, where the fuck have you been? Where have you been, Doodles? Every time I talk about a relationship proposal, Doodles, I'm always thinking about you every time I say that. Oh man. I do. Every time I say relationship proposal, I'm like, oh. Oh man. I do. Every time I say relationship proposal, I'm like, oh. Scream. It's one of those days. And it's Monday. Ayana, girl, do you guys see this? He texted her this morning. Of course he did, bitch. Of course he did. So stories. I've tell stories. Did you see that? He texted her this morning. Did you read that? Uh-huh. Get a grip, bitch. Get a grip. And snaps for Ayana. And snaps for Doodles. Because I hope you saw what Doodle said. I didn't even read that. Doodle said, everything Jen says works. This would be accurate. This would be accurate. Just spent 6 hours hanging out with SP at her place. And he's usually too busy. That's right. That's right. That's what we do around here. What do we do around here? Go ahead, I'll wait. Oh, yes, that's right. We get results. We get results. Duh. Come on, pay attention. What are you going to do without me on Wednesday? Thank God you have YouTube. My replay's on YouTube. I was going to commit to some shit, but I was like, probably shouldn't do that shit. Anyway, everything I told his photo for the one that said, do you feel weird talking to a photo? Everything I told his photo, all stuff he never did with me before. Did you hear that? Do you need me to repeat that shit? Okay, because we're about to do the photo method. So I want you to remember this. Everything that she told his photo, all stuff he never did with her before. That's why I tell you guys, you can use the photo method for everything. For everything. And they will do it. I pulled my neck out again. And you know what? I blame you. I blame you. Because I was totally fine. Until this shit came forward today. And I was just like, oh. And you know, that's what that saying goes, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. The weight of your guys' problems is on my shoulder. But it's okay. Because I'm going to heal that shit today. There we go. I'm going to heal that shit today. Sabrina, I will call you, girl. I will call you. Oh, Dawn, you are in Orange County, New York. I feel like the minute I forget about my SP, he is going to message me. Do you want to make that assumption, Dr. Xtina? No. Why would you want to create that assumption? Because if you're going to create that assumption, then you better gets to forgetting about him. And you know that's not what you're going to do. Okay? No. So this is where you guys leverage, okay? This is where you need to leverage what you do, okay? Like, the more I think about him, the more he wants to text me. Yeah, the more he wants to contact me. I swear to God, I want to pluck this fucking hair out. The more he texts me, the more I fucking want. The more he wants me. Yeah, the more I think about him, the more he wants me. The deeper in love he falls with me, I don't give a fuck. The more I think about him, the stronger his feelings grow for me. The more he falls in love with me. Whatever you want to tell yourself, it doesn't matter. You're in control of everything. Nothing has meaning. So you may, if you're like one of those that think about your SP a lot, then give it a meaning. Then have it work for you instead of what you're currently telling yourself. You may as well have it work for you, especially if you're that person that thinks about your SP a lot. I swear to God, I want to pull this shit out so bad. Okay? Because if that's the case, then you can make it work for you. And be like, yeah. Every time I do this, let's say you cry. Let's say you cry because, I swear to God, let's say it's in my awareness. I activated my RAS. Okay, now it's in my awareness. Okay, so like, let's say you get emotional when you think about him, right? Think you'd be like, every time I cry, that man texts me. Every time I cry, he texts me. Like literally, every time I cry, he misses me even more. You know, or every time I cry, he falls more in love with me. Whatever you want to tell yourself, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing has meaning until you give it one. So you may as well give your fucking, if you tend to be like somebody who is crying often for your SP, well, you may as well make that shit work for you. Give your tears a meaning. Give your tears a meaning. Because right now you're like sadness, right? When you cry, we automatically, and this is how you have to think about it. When we cry, we automatically identify. Congrats, Yessie. When we cry, okay, we automatically associate the tears with sadness. Says fucking who? Says who? Because there's two types of tears that we process. Sadness and happiness. Yeah. Same emotion, two different meanings. And I'll give you an example. You cry at a funeral, right? Or you cry when your boyfriend breaks up with you. And that's because you give it the meaning of sadness. Now, you also cry at weddings. Thanks, Bill. You also cry at weddings. Are you fucking sad you're getting married? Are you sad watching people get married? No. You also cried maybe when you saw your baby for the first time. Those are happy tears. It's a meaning we give it. Happiness. So remember that. Nothing has meaning until you give it one. So instead, when you're crying about your SP, instead of assigning the meaning of sadness, when you cry about your SP, you might be like, yeah, that's because that motherfucker is conforming right now. Yeah, shit, these are happy tears because me and my SP are getting back together right now. You may as well assign the meaning you want. Instead of sadness, because sadness is what you do when you mourn the loss of something. Am I wrong? Of course I'm not. I'm never wrong. So it's all about the meaning. Meaning. So give it the meaning you fucking want. And that's what Doodle says right here, right? I found you have to persist through. There's that word again, persist. Because it was stuff that they had told that she had told his photo a month ago. Let that sink in for a second, because this goes back to telling you everything I have fucking said today, is that they will confirm it all when you're back in contact, when you're spending time together. They will start to confirm everything. Everything. But you spend all this time fucking worrying and wavering and spiraling in your thoughts, assigning negative meaning after negative meaning after negative meaning after negative meaning after negative meaning. Look, checking for movement, reacting to the 3D, reacting to the 3D. You can react to the 3D. You should. You should react to the 3D as if everything in your 3D is fucking exactly how you want it to be. I was literally on the phone with a client this morning who literally gave her boyfriend to somebody else. Literally. Because all she did was question. She even told him, if you want to be with her, go ahead. Do you want to be with me or her? You can't do that. And I tell you guys, you need to also assume, and that's what I had to talk to her about, because you also have to check your assumption of the gender in general. What's your assumption of men? What's your assumption of women in general? Because she said today, she goes, because I know that there was like a long history between them. And so, if there's a long history between them, you know how men are, is that it's, they still have feelings for that person, or it's hard for them to move on. So that's her assumption of men in general. Well, that becomes a problem, because most people have long histories at some point in time with somebody. So then that's going to repeat in any relationship that you have, because you believe that if they have a long history with somebody, that they still have feelings for them and a part of them still wants to be with them. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Hold your questions. I know you're talking to me, the socially Shelley, when she says, I am unforgettable. She could have totally been talking to somebody else. But I assign meaning to fucking everything. So do you think I was like, who you talking to? Who you talking about, Shelley? No. I know who she's talking to. Me. Why? Because I fucking said so. Do you understand how easy this becomes? It's driving me. It's, yeah. Oh, that's right, girl. That's right. Well, I missed you, Doodles. I just missed you. That's right. That's right. I tell you guys, for the 25th millionth time, I know. I know, Taylor. That's why I'm like, shove it to the side. Fucking shove it to the side. Shove it to the side. But that's where you go. I was sorry, my boyfriend called me when I was going to respond to your video about the water. Because you were like, what a con or something like that. I was like, man, see, the entrepreneur part of me jumped up and I was like, damn, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Because when we have our event, guys, when we have our in-person event, no water bottles are allowed inside the premises. You have to buy one for me. Taylor, you can blame Taylor. Because Taylor gave me that idea. And now I know how much Taylor's willing to spend on a water bottle. If you just put some crystals in that bitch. And tell them it's like cucumber in the water. It's going to infuse the water. And don't even trip. It's $120. It's the only water bottle you're allowed to bring into my vicinity. From now on. Don't worry, Taylor. I'll split the profit with you, bitch, because you gave me the idea. Oh, man. Hey, Bill. Welcome to the family. You will enjoy it here, and you will definitely learn a shit ton of stuff. Okay? You'll figure out where you're going wrong so you can get it right. Okay? But we are one big family here. And so most people, what up, Tyrese? We are one big family here, so most people know each other here. And so we support each other. And that's just what we do around here. We're very honest, open. Clearly. And you'll find out real early on, I have no fucking filter. But if you get out of line and you want to let the 3D or your SP run your show, that becomes a problem. Okay? And he got married at his house. He couldn't even go to the courthouse to Shay. Come on. It's obviously a sham. It's obviously a sham that he didn't want anybody to know about. Yes, that's right. Yessie, I love you, Yessie. Oh, man. 2 years. I cried forever, too. Just in case my boyfriend's watching this. I'm just kidding. He does not watch my lives. He's like, I have zero desire to watch your lives. I'm like, I'm sure you know. My mom, she doesn't either because she doesn't like that I cuss. And I was like, well, then don't watch my live. Oh, man. Okay, we teach you how to leverage the law of assumption around here. Okay, so good. Hold your questions because we are about to do the 2 techniques we do every day around here. Emanuela, why is Bevy telling you to put your fucking crown on? What'd you do, bitch? What'd you do? Thanks, Tamara. Oh, here we are. Any tips on how to not obsess over the person and clocking the time? Yes. Forget about the time. Job done. Question answered. Okay, look. So there's healthy obsession and unhealthy obsession. That's how I look at everything. Okay. Unhealthy obsession is what some of you guys do, where you're like literally checking all their shit. You're blowing up. Like, it's basically like unhealthy obsession is like right after a breakup, how you respond, right? Where it's like you blow their shit up, check all their stuff, try to get their attention, go to their house, show up at their office, do all that crazy shit. Yeah, that's unhealthy obsession. Okay. Think stalker, unhealthy obsession. Thanks, Penny Girlfriend. Now, there's healthy obsession. Me personally, I obsess over my shit. You gotta be fucked all the way up. I obsess over my shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not obsessing over the person. See, there's a difference, okay? I don't obsess over the person, but I obsess over getting what I want. And I'm gonna get what I want. So I'm gonna obsess over that shit. I don't obsess over people. But again, it's assigning the meaning you want to everything. To everything. So thanks, I'm Kitty girl. So I wouldn't look at like you because you think about your SP and because you're affirming. If you're one of those that affirms all day long just to drown out the dead airspace, if you're one of that's not obsession. I wouldn't give it that label. Okay. I would not give it that label. If you think about somebody all the time, that's not obsession. That's not obsession. Okay, so don't give it that label. Instead, you just be like, yeah, I think about him all day. I think about him all the fucking time, and that's his goddamn fault because he can't stop thinking about me. Shit, that's why I always think about him. Because it's true. I told you guys this. Is thought transmission. You don't just select what thoughts you're transferring to them. That's fucking stupid. That's not how this works, okay? You're not just like going about your day and then you're like, okay, let me turn this on. I'm now going to transfer thoughts to my SP. I'm now going to transfer thoughts to my SP. That's not how that fucking works. It's not how it works. There's no on and off switch. It's always on. It's always on. And it goes both directions. You guys keep forgetting this shit. It's not like I think about him too much and this is the problem. No, if you're thinking about him, it pops into his mind. And now he's thinking about you. And when he's thinking about you, again, there's no on and off switch. Those are coming into your mind. So now you're thinking about him even more, because when you think about him, he gets a signal that he doesn't get the signal you're thinking about him. He gets the signal and he starts thinking about you. Now, when he's thinking about you, you get the signal and now you're thinking about him. This is how this fucking works. Right. I saw this in Bevy's stories in the WhatsApp, right? She thought about ice cream yesterday and 2 minutes later, he messaged her saying he was eating ice cream. That's how that fucking works. Okay? She wasn't like, hold on. I'm going to think about eating ice cream. Let me transfer this to SP. The fuck? That sounds stupid. No. She had a second moment thought. And that's because he was eating ice cream and probably was thinking about her at the same time, which is obviously why he messaged her. He's eating ice cream. Duh, guys. Okay. Do you see? Do you see how that works? Okay. Is he was thinking about her. Because I tell you guys, when they contact you, when they send you a text, there's a thought process that leads up to them sending a text. Okay. So he was thinking about her while eating the ice cream. She got the ice cream thought and boom, there comes the text. Because he was thinking about her eating ice cream. Went in there. She thought about ice cream. Pops the text. Do you see how this works? Do you see how this works? So when they pop into your mind, it is not an accident. That is not obsession. When they pop into your mind, that's not an accident. That is because they are thinking about you too. Thanks, Diva. In fact, you are a diva. Okay, that's how that works. That's how this is always working. They're just not aware of it. You're in control of it. You're aware of thought transmission. So you should be thinking positively about you and SP because that is what they're thinking about too. Versus bitching about him in your mind, because guess what he's doing in his mind? Not thinking favorably of you, because all you're doing is bitching. Okay? And he doesn't know how to control it, though. Your SP doesn't know how to control it. So because they don't know how to control it, they're constantly transferring their thoughts that they're having about you back to you. Which is oftentimes, I tell you guys that you guys will run with your thoughts thinking that you guys forget that you think that every thought that comes in your head is your thought. That is not true. That's not true. Because they're constantly transferring their thoughts to you. So oftentimes you could be sitting there. This happened to a client of mine. She was sitting there and she was doing something or whatever. And all of a sudden I think she said she was walking or something. And she got this sudden surge of like, she's very much in energy. She got this sudden surge and a thought that randomly popped in her head. She's never thought about it before. That what if he's moved on? What if there's someone else? And she's like, I've never thought that before. And I was like, no, it's fucking stupid. Why would I think that way? I said, and that thought came 2 days after she didn't respond to his last text. And I said, that wasn't your thought at all. That was his thought of what if she's moved on? That transferred to you and you had it flipped. So you had the thought of what if he's moved on? When that wasn't your thought at all. That was his. But it flips because it has to be your thought. You understand? It has to be your thought. Okay? So when they have those random thoughts, this is why gutter trash is created often. And it's because it wasn't even your thought to begin with. But all of a sudden, you ran with the shit and became paranoid. And started checking. And then what happens? A couple of days later, confirmation. Stop doing that. And clocking the time. The only tip I would have on clocking the time is fucking stop thinking about it. If you want to think about it, then you think about the fact that you just talked to this bitch yesterday. Yeah. When did we last hang out? Yesterday. That's how you think about it. Don't worry about the time. I didn't sit there and be like, it's been 5 months. It's been 6 months. It's been 7 months. I was just like, I'm done with this law of attraction shit. There has to be a better way because I've gotten nothing from it. And even what was going on behind the scenes before I started consciously becoming aware and changing the things still wasn't law of attraction shit because you're not attracting anything. Thanks, Lucy with the butterfly. It still wasn't law of attraction shit. It was still my underlying assumptions. This is where you guys have to understand that. Hold your questions because we're going to do that exercise right now. Okay, is you have to understand that oftentimes you just, where's I fucking going with this shit? I wasn't clocking time. So I know. I wasn't focused on it. That wasn't a thought of mine. I just did. I didn't wake up tomorrow like, I've been doing this for 4 fucking days now. Where's it at? Nope. I woke up and did it again. And then I woke up and did it again. And then I woke up and I did it again. That was it. That was it. Because focusing on time is creating more time. And why would you do that? Why would you do that? I didn't even think about that at the time, to be quite frank, because again, I didn't manifest my SP back so I could teach everyone how to do it. That's fucking stupid. You know, but I just didn't think about it. It wasn't just something I was not like, this is fucking, it's been this amount of time. I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. But because of that, it sped right on up. It just sped right on up. I got what I wanted. I went from no contact to living with my SP in 4 weeks. And we're very happy. Everything's amazing between us. Everything's perfect. Because I just did. That was it. I didn't tell myself shit. I just got up and did it. And I did it again, and I did it again, and I did it again, and I got contact less than a week. Over 7 months of no contact. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. People are always thinking about you. Tailfeather, 2 years of no contact. I don't know what Tailfeather, have you been paying a fucking attention? 2 years of what? No contact. You mean you just talked to him yesterday? Stop focusing on the fucking time. If you want, here's where you have to think. I want what I want. And so I'm going to get what I want. And that's all I need to fucking know. I'm not going to worry about the time. I'm not going to check shit. I'm not going to do none of that shit. I'm just going to do it. Because if that's what I need to do to get my shit tomorrow, then you know what? Then that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, if I'm going to continue to clock the time, react to every fucking thing, check the 3D, and do all this stupid shit, then I'm really not in a position to complain a month, 2 months, 3 months, 16 months from now that I don't have my shit. Because I'm doing opposite of everything I've been told to do. Yeah, I'm not saying if you waver. Wavering is not setting your shit back, like ending things. You can turn shit right back around tomorrow. Like it's really not that serious. But you just do it. Just do it. Period. How many people have to literally tell you in the success stories persist? The only way you persist is by knocking off the stupid shit, by forgetting the dumb shit, and saying, this is what I want, so I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this shit now. I'm impatient. I'm tired of waiting. I'm actually fucking done waiting, actually. Thank you very much. So I'm going to go get my shit, and I'm going to get it now. And there is no other option. There's no other option. So I'm not going to worry about the time. I'm not going to worry about the circumstances. I'm not going to worry about none of that shit. I'm not going to apply negative meaning to anything. I'm going to go on and I'm going to keep doing. And I'm going to go on with my life, right? Not go on with your life outside of SP, But I'm going to go about my fucking day and do what I do. And do what I do. I'd be at the pool watching YouTube videos, pick card readings. Picking the card until I heard the reading I wanted. Right? Doing all that shit. Doing all that stuff. To the point where I got a fucking cell phone fan, bitch. Yeah. I got one of them cell phone cooler fans. So therefore my phone, because you know your phone overheats. And so I put that bad boy on. And I'm good to go. And I got like 4 battery packs. Like that was my shit. And I would be out there all day long from 10 a.m. to 4:30. To the fact that every fucking body knew I was at the pool. I'd have people that would come, and if I wasn't there for a day, they'd be like, where were you yesterday? Yeah, that was me. Let me get my affirming time in. And then I get fucking annoyed if people would come over and want to talk. Because I'm like, excuse me, I'm busy, bitch. I'm fucking busy. That's what it takes. I recently started getting old memories come up that were so vivid and emotional. He's thinking of it. Yes, he is, Andrea. Yes, he is. That's exactly how that works. See, you guys are, I intend that somebody, that eventually you guys are going to get it. Eventually it's going to fucking clickety click click. Okay? We have random contact. Well, pesky. Let's make it consistent contact. Okay? Making consistent contact. That's right. I hope that sinks in. You're never not in contact. You're always in contact. You guys don't understand. You don't understand that when you realize, and that's right, Chris Peace. Snaps for Chris? Snaps for Chris. She checked the 3D once, and it made her spiral. So she never checked again. She did what I said, and what's gone? Oh, that's right, the gutter trash. The gutter trash is gone. Right to the dumpster she crawled fucking out of. Yeah, that's right. Now, Chris, do remember, you have the confirmation that gutter trash is gone. I keep telling you guys, you will always get the confirmation. Okay, now you have confirmation gutter trash is gone. So if at any time you find yourself wondering, questioning any of that shit, continue to affirm against gutter trash. Okay, because you want to make, and you're not doing it for anyone but you, and to keep your thoughts under control. Because take it, I learned this lesson. Okay, you're doing it to keep your thoughts under control because you want to make sure until you just don't think about it anymore, and you just know that that's a rapsy raps. Because you don't want to drag her out the fucking dumpster. We want to close the lid and let the dump truck take her ass out. But keep going, bitch. Keep going. Harness your power. That is all the confirmation you need to know to be like, oh shit, okay, yeah, cool, sick. I got this shit. That's literally how you guys should be looking at it. That's literally how you should be looking at it all the time. Because that's exactly what I... Bevy's like my mother. That's how I always looked at the shit. Like, did he just text me good morning? Oh, sick. Okay, I got this shit. Yeah, I got this shit. I'm all in. That's how you should look at the shit. I would walk around and be like, yeah, this man is so like it was a fact. I wasn't intentionally trying to do it, but because I was able to leverage what I know, and that's the study of the mind, okay? And so I know that tonality and physiology make up 93% of total communication. So because of that, I made sure that when I said certain things or when I was talking, that I would say it in a way of the tonality, of the surety, the certainty, because that's what pushes out. So you say things to yourself in that same assurity, certainty, like, yeah, and fucking what? There's Doodles. I fucking love Doodles. Yeah, of course, Larry Scretu. Laris, gratu. Yes, it is okay. Okay. So, real quick, in case you are new here, what do I do? Stay in contact. What affirmations? So, Eli, so you're in contact and you want to stay in contact. Is that the case? I'm assuming that's what you said. So, if that's the case, then you affirm in steps, right? Because no one just wants to stay in fucking contact. You know what I'm saying? I know she will. No one should stay in contact. So no. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to be like, they are so obsessed with me. Like he or she is so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's always calling and texting me. He's constantly spending time with me, escalation in relationship. And he'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. Period. And then your inner conversations are all about, this man fucking texts me all goddamn day. Like, shit, we talk all day. We literally talk all day. Like, there's not a day that goes by that we don't talk. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Jackie. Yeah, hell yeah, that's fucking movement. That legit movement, because I watch a shit ton of stories and I don't like not a goddamn person's story. I don't like anybody's fucking story. In fact, I'll watch most of my bestie stories and I don't ever like her shit unless it involves like her daughter or some amazing food she made. This is literally the only time I like her stories. Everybody else? Nah, I don't ask a damn. I don't like anybody's fucking stories. So, all right. Real quick. In case you are new here, I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. I go live every day on here at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always upload them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe. Also, if you're interested in having me manifest your recipe for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me to figure out where you're going wrong so you can get it right, all links are in my bio or description if you're on YouTube. You also can join my WhatsApp community. We've got guided meditations, hypnosis audios, all the glorious shit to help you get your shit. Okay? All right. Now, let's get started. Because if I don't get started now, baby's about to fall asleep, okay? Because she's already laying down, so she's about to fall asleep. All right. So I want you to get like nice little comfy, cozy position, okay? And I want you to close your eyes, okay? We are doing energy cord cutting. This is to preserve your energy. This is to clear the energy between you and your SP. So it's nice, vibrant, fresh energy. I've had many, many people come in contact with their SPs after doing this exercise because it cuts the energy and they automatically think about you. This is a fact. They will automatically think about you because the energy between you and your SP is clear. Okay, I did this with an ex that I had not talked to in 8 years. And within 72 hours, he contacted me. He was like, hey, I was just thinking about you. That's the cord cutting. And want to see how you're doing, right? Bevy got contact as well. I had somebody get contact within 20 minutes after doing this. I had somebody come in contact with their daughter they hadn't talked to in a couple years after doing this. Okay. So this works. All right. So if you're not a huge visualizer, it doesn't matter. Either am I. It still works. Okay. So what we're doing. Yeah. You happen to an ex because I was not trying to get that man back. I was like, ooh. There you go. She had a visit 3 hours after cord cutting. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. So, you're only going to cut the cord from your third eye. You are to leave the cord in your SP's third eye. You are to leave that cord intact. You're only cutting the one from your third eye. Okay. Because obviously we want to keep their energy and you connected. All right. Okay. So close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just relax for a couple minutes. Release the worries, the fears, the doubts. Release all that shit that is not serving you a positive purpose. And I want right now for you just to be present in the moment. Start thinking differently. Now I want you to imagine that you are in a giant amphitheater. It's dark outside. There's no one there but you. You're sitting in the middle of this amphitheater. And in front of you is a giant stage. And on this stage is a single stage light. It goes from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. I want you to focus on that stage light for just a moment. Now, as you focus on that stage light, you start to realize and get a feeling that you're not alone. In fact, you start to notice that off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, there's a dark, shadowy figure. And as you start to shift your focus from the light to the dark, shadowy figure, you start to realize that that person is your SP. I want you to say their name, and I want you to call your SP, tell them to come into the light, into the center of the stage. Do that now. Now, as your SP begins to walk into the light, into the center of the stage, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features, and you also notice a gold cord that runs from the center of your third eye directly into their third eye. I want you to say these two questions to your SP, and I want you to hear them respond. If you can hear their voice, great. If you cannot hear their voice, that's fine too. Okay, I want you to ask your SP right now, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time they're not going to respond, and that's okay. I want you to look at your SP in their eyes, and I want you to say to your SP, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if they're a pair of scissors, and I want you to cut the gold cord that runs directly from your third eye only, leaving the gold cord still intact with your SP. Now I want you to reach up with your other hand as that cord begins to fall to the floor, and I want you to grab the roots of that gold cord out of your third eye and just toss them aside. Now as the gold cord continues to fall to the floor, your SP starts to float away like a balloon. And it gets farther and farther, and they get smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther, and they get smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther, and they get smaller and smaller, and farther and smaller, until they just disappear. Now take one more deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and open your eyes. All right. So now that you have fresh energy with your SP, and you have just now, and that you are now popping into your SP's mind, yeah, kitty cat cat, Bevy will hook you up. Bevy will not hook you up. Chanel will hook you up. I'll help you out, kitty cat cat. Yeah, between me and Bevy, we have a very busy, chaotic week this week, okay? So bear with us. Bear with us. Okay? But don't worry, I will not abandon you. Mine's only literally 2 days, but it's okay. It's much needed 2-day breaker, but only 1 day, not on live. Don't even trip. I would never abandon you for 2 days because you guys lose your fucking cotton picking minds if I... It's 1 day. Okay? All right. So now that you are popping into your SP's minds and they are thinking about you, now let's get them to contact you. Okay? Because your SP in the beginning of your relationship is not the same as your SP was at the end of your relationship or who they are today. You have noticed a significant change. They've changed. Okay? Okay, Bevy. But the reality is that you also are not the same in the beginning of your relationships as you were at the end of your relationship either. Not only did they change, but so did you. And the reason for that is because oftentimes in our relationships start to define who we are, and your identities start to change based on your relationships. Also, relationships tend to create insecurities within ourselves when it comes to our SPs. And so we need that to change. We need that to change. And we're going to do that now. Okay? It's time that you stop listening and you start doing. Do you understand? There's a big difference, bitch. There's a big fucking difference. Hold your questions, Sebastian. Do what I say. Or Seb, and do what I say. I made a total assumption that was your whole last name. Okay? So, I want you to start expecting something different right now. We're not just listening with our listening ears. We're going to actually do. There's a difference. Okay? You cannot be a lifelong student. I hate that business coaches tell you that. You cannot be a lifelong student. You need to be a lifelong implementer. Okay? An action taker. Somebody who does. Okay? Okay. So I want you to go back to the beginning of your relationship before you met your SP. And I want you to go down memory lane for just one hot little second. I want you to remember who the fuck you were. Who were you before you even knew your SP? You had a level of confidence about you, a surety, a certainty about you. You knew who you were as a person. As a woman, as a man, you knew who you were. You need to go back to that version of you, the person who you maybe wanted a relationship, maybe you weren't looking for one. It didn't matter. But you definitely didn't need a relationship. You were 100% fine entirely on your own. You were totally fine on your own. You were living your life, knowing who you were, full of confidence, self-love, self-worth. You definitely knew what you were worth. You owned your value. You knew who you were. And then you met your SP. And maybe you wanted to be with him, maybe you didn't, but you got in a relationship with him. But that version of you in the beginning of your relationship before you met your SP is what caused them to pursue you, to chase you, to be attracted to you, to desire you. That version of you is who they wanted to talk to all the time, who they would do anything. As soon as they got out of work, they could not wait to spend time with you. That version of you, they wanted to be in a relationship with. That version of you is who they fell in love with. What up, CC girlfriend? I want you to tap back into that version of you because that version of you was perfect for your SP, which is why they pursued you. There was just something about you. And what it was about you is your energy. You had a certain energy about you, not a desperate energy, not a lack energy, but a boss-ass bitch and a boss-ass man attitude. That energy was magnetic. That energy won their heart. That is who you must become again. So right now, like a bodysuit, I want you to step in to that version of yourself all over again. What up, Shayna? Shauna? I want you to step into that version of you right now and become that again, but the more evolved version. The more evolved version. The one that knows you're powerful, magnetic, desired, chosen, loved, all of that. The version of you that knows that you are nothing but 100% perfection. You know who you are. Step into that again. Become that now. Now I want you to go into a relationship where we're going fast forward a little bit in your relationship where everything between you and your SP was 100% perfect. It was great. Everything was perfect. You know that version, that time in your relationship where you didn't question any fucking thing? Where you literally didn't question anything. I want you to go back to that. And I want you to remember who your SP was for you. Who were they as a person for you? How did they make you feel? How did they treat you? Recall that version of your SP right now. Remember who they were for you, because that version of your SP is also who you were attracted to, who you wanted to be with, who you desired. That version of your SP is who is what got you excited. Every day you woke up, you just knew you were going to talk to them because you talk to them all the time. That version of your SP, you couldn't wait to spend time with. You got so excited when you had date nights planned, when he was going to come over to see you. That version of your SP. That version of your SP that you never questioned how he felt about you, not for a single second. You just knew how he felt about you. That version of your SP who you couldn't wait to get into a relationship with because you knew exactly where this was headed. That version of your SP that you fell in love with. Remember who they are. Remember right now who they are for you. Because that version of you and that version of your SP are what you both fell in love with. They're who you fell in love with. So in order to bring that back again, you must, one, step back into the version of yourself that was a confident person that knew you were perfect. And then two, selecting the version of your boyfriend that you never questioned a goddamn thing with. You never questioned how he felt about you. You never questioned if he wanted a relationship with you. Seb, listen up. That version of your SP that you just knew. You just knew that you would hear from them today. You knew that they were going to spend time with you. You knew how they felt about you. And you absolutely never questioned if you were in a relationship. You just knew. That is the version of your SP now that you're selecting again. Okay? Because the reality is every time you think about them, they think about you. Every time they think about you, you think about them. So if you find that you're thinking about them often, that is because they are also thinking about you. This is how thought transmission works. It's not something you turn on and off. It's something that's working 24/7. There is no off button. So they're constantly thinking about you. You need to control what they're thinking about. And you're going to do that now. You're going to do that now. Okay. They have been thinking about you all the time. They're always checking you out, wanting to see how you're doing, catching up with you from a distance. You think you're blocked? No, bitch. You got a stalker. That's what you got. Because they're unblocking you several times throughout the day just so they can check out your profile, see what you're doing. And if they're not doing that, they got a dummy account, a fake profile, so they can go ahead and check you out without you even noticing. Yes, that is what they're doing. They're thinking about you all the time. They are looking at their gallery of pictures of you and pictures of you two together, thinking about all kinds of memories. They're constantly looking and going down memory lane and thinking about all the memories that you shared together. You also have the power to control what memories they're recalling when it comes to you and him and them. Excuse me. They have written text messages to you every single day. They have wanted to reach out to you so many times. They've wanted to talk to you. Not a day has gone by that they haven't wanted to. They've looked at that call button. They've looked at that send button. But the only reason why they have not been able to press that call button or press that send button is because you have not allowed them to. You have been the gatekeeper keeping them from contacting you. And the reason you've done that is what you think is protecting your feelings. But in reality, it is not. It is not. The only way they can press that send button, that call button, is when you give them permission, when you expect something different from them, when you just do. Don't think about it again. Just do it. Just do it. Because at this point, you are expecting something. You're either expecting them to contact you or to ignore you. You're expecting them to want to talk to you or to never think about you. You're expecting them to want to be a part of your life or to want nothing to do with you. You're expecting them to want to commit to you or mess with other people. You're literally expecting something 100% of the time. So what are you choosing to expect? Are you choosing to expect them to love you, want to be with you, want to talk to you? Or are you expecting them to hate you, want nothing to do with you? It's time now. If you did what I said and selected the version of your SP that you want, then you should know exactly how they feel about you. Because back then you knew exactly how they felt about you. So if you're selecting the version of your SP, then you should know now, right now. And you're going to say it out loud or say it in your mind if you're not alone. Say it out loud if you're alone. Say it in your mind. If you're not, don't look like a wacko. Okay? But right now, I want you in your mind or out loud. I like to say it out loud. Say it with it. Because remember, tonality is 9/10 of the law. So I want you right now to tell yourself, I know exactly how they feel about me. I know exactly how he feels about me or she. I know that they absolutely want to be in a relationship with me. That I have no doubt about. I know this for a fact. Say it. Now tell yourself, they are absolutely contacting me right now. I know they are contacting me right now. Say it. And now tell yourself that they are going to tell me, he or she is going to tell me everything that I want to hear. Everything that I want to hear. Say it. Say it. You know, there's that saying, say it like you mean it. You won't care to guess where that saying came from? Yeah. Say it like you mean it. With some command, some authority, some conviction. We're not little timid, little quiet, little puppy dog mouses around here. Kings and queens certainly aren't like, will you please contact me right now? No, the fuck they don't. No, they don't. If you are new here, I need you to put on your crown. If you are not new here, then I need you to straighten your crown. Because here we get what we want and we get it when we want it. We don't wait for shit. And we definitely don't settle for less than you deserve. You are the queen and king of your reality. You are entitled to everything that you deserve and everything that you want. And you're going to get it. When queens and kings give commands, do they have to sit there and wonder, check, worry, doubt if their command will be fulfilled? No. When queens and kings give a command, they know, they expect for their command to be fulfilled. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to wonder, worry, fear, doubt. None of that shit. Because they're the queen, they're the king, they give the command. And they know that when they give a command, it must be fulfilled. Just like you know, no one is above you in your own damn house. You're the queen and the king. No one is above that. So when you give a command, they must fulfill the command. There is no other option. So right now, good Gish, good. You are going to give your commands. You're going to step into your power. Own your power right now. Step into it. And you're going to give your command like you mean it. Like you expect for them to listen. Like you expect for them to do. And I'm going to tell you after we do this exactly how to leverage the photo method for everything else. As you can see, Doodles is very good at leveraging the photo method. And he confirmed everything she said in the photo method. Okay? So that's what we're here to tell you all how, after we do this, I will tell you how to leverage. Okay? Okay. So if you are in no contact with your SP, and by the way, I do put you on a brief, I do pause this live briefly so I can go take a bio break into the ladies' room. If you are in no contact with your SP, or you're in contact, but it is not consistent contact, then you're going to tell them to contact you. You can say contact, calling, texting, doesn't matter. However they would naturally contact you is exactly how they will contact you. So you're going to look at them dead ass in their face and you're going to say, you're texting me right now. You're texting me right now. You are texting me right now. Get angry with them. Get impatient. Kings and queens give commands, not questions. Just so you know. A command and a question is not the same. Okay? Now, The other thing, now, if you are in constant contact with your SP, then you can tell them they're contacting you right now, or you can tell them they're coming to see you today. You're coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. Now, if you are in any of the ships, friendship, situationship, relationship, or marriage ship, then you have options. You can tell them they're contacting you, they're coming to see you today, or you can have fun with it. You can say, you're buying me flowers today. You're bringing me dinner tonight. You're massaging my feet tonight. You're giving me sexy time tonight. You're running me a bubble bath. Whatever the fuck you want them to do is exactly what they will do today. Okay? All right. So you have your crowns on. I want you to give your command. Say it like you mean it. And then there's nothing to check. There's nothing to question. There's nothing to worry, fear, or doubt. Expect something different from your SPs. And you're going to do it now. We're not timid little puppy dogs around here. Okay? All right. As I pause this live, get busy. Give your commands and expect them to contact you. Ooh, all right. Now you're going to relax and you're going to expect something different from your SPs. You're going to expect them to contact you because take one hard look in the mirror. Why the fuck wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? You just talked to them yesterday any fucking way, so of course they're going to contact you today. Duh. Okay? Okay. That's how this works. Now, you are not to, I don't want you anymore. I don't want to hear, well, he said this. Who gives a fuck? Who cares what he says? Who cares what she says? Who cares? Exactly, Emanuela. You tell him. Excuse me? The fuck do you think this is? You're contacting me today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't wait for shit. Okay? That's the attitude you need to have. Period. In general. In general. Okay? What you know pushes out. So tell yourself what you fucking know. Tell yourself what you know. No longer question how they feel about you because all they do is push that out. The more you question, the more they push out. So what do you want them to reflect? They can't deny their feelings about you if you know how they feel about you. I know exactly how my boyfriend feels about me. I know he loves me. And that's all I need to know. Period. That's all you need to know. Period. I don't need to question shit. I don't need to wonder. Because when you wonder, so do they. Now they're not sure. If you don't know, then they don't know. That's how this works. That's literally how this works. You can leverage the photo method for whatever you want. You can tell them what you want them to say to you, too. If they have a nickname for you, you can tell them that you're going to text me and you're going to call me this name. Period. Because I fucking said so. Like you can tell them whatever you want. You can say your affirmations to them, but instead of he, it's you. Okay. You can talk to them about all the things that you want them to know. Like, you know that you can't stop thinking about me. You think about me 24/7. Like, you literally can't stand to be away from me. You have to be around me all the fucking time. Like, and you know this, okay? You know exactly how the fuck you feel about me. You know I'm the love of your life. Tell them what you want them to know. Tell them. You know what the shit is. You know that you want a relationship with me and only me. You know that you are in love with me. Tell them this. Tell them this all the time. Tell them whatever the fuck you want, and except don't yell at them, okay? Because they're hearing your thoughts. So this is you tailoring your thoughts. What do you want them to know? Leverage that, okay? If we know, goodness. If we know, Yari, the group chat is in the WhatsApp group. It's in my bio. This is where you leverage, okay? So if we know that the subconscious mind has one job, and that's to prove you right and pushes out what you know, okay? So then do you think that somehow your SP subconscious mind is different? No, it's not. So then now you can leverage your, I bet you didn't think about this. You could actually leverage your SP's subconscious mind too. Because if your SP, their subconscious mind works the exact same way yours does. Okay? Thanks, Trace Court. Your SP's subconscious mind is no different. Subconscious minds in general operate all the same way. Thanks, Evolve. So you have to understand this. So this is where we say, okay, so if my subconscious mind pushes out what I know, then let me go ahead and leverage my SP subconscious mind and let me tell you what the fuck he knows now. Yeah. Let me tell him what he knows, because if I tell him what he knows and my thoughts transfer to him, then his subconscious mind must also push out what he knows. So let me help him out. Let me help clarify his mind to what he fucking knows. I'll bet you didn't think about that, did you? So why don't you start telling him what he knows now? Look, I'm always trying to come up with ways. I'm literally always trying to come up with ways to help you speed your shit up, okay? I'm impatient, and I'm impatient with all of you at the same fucking time. So I'm manifesting for women and men, actually, Dr. Christina. It's both sexes. Several. But I love doing it. How else can I help you guys? Okay. So that's what I want you guys to remember is if my subconscious mind must prove me right and tell me what and push out what I want to fucking know, what I know, then I'm going to now tell my SP what the fuck he knows too. Oh, what up, Sabrina? Okay. Then I'm going to push out what he knows too. How about that? I'm going to tell him what he knows and now his subconscious mind must push that out too. Job done. And then when he does, then you're like, that's right. Now, what else do I want you to fucking know? Okay, well, I want you to know now that you absolutely want to marry me. Whatever you want them to know, they will know. Okay? That's how you leverage thought transmission. Oh, how cute. That's how you leverage thought transmission. Okay, you guys should be looking at all the ways to leverage thought transmission. And you can do that to their picture. You can get angry as fuck with them too. So the more angry I get, the more passion he feels for me. Give your anger a meaning, right? Because think about it that way. When you give your emotions a meaning, well, then that's true, right? So it's like, yeah, I'm angry because I'm fucking passionate, and he feels that passion, and his passion for me grows. Even the more angry and pissed off I get at him, the more his passion for me grows. I'm telling you guys could all have fun with it. You may as well umbrella an affirmation that you know ain't going to change, right? You want to know what those should be? You can literally umbrella the affirmation to be like, every time I fucking breathe, he falls more in love with me. Because you're never going to stop breathing, right? So he's just going to continue your entire lives together to fall more in love with you because you keep breathing. Or you could say, every time my heart beats, that man falls more in love with me. Every time my heart beats, he falls more in love with me. Umbrella that shit. I'm doing that with my ass right now. Everything I eat goes straight to my ass. And everything I drink goes straight to my ass. It is whatever I fucking decide it is. Okay? That's right. Every time you blink. It's like, you should have fun with that shit. You should. Because it's true. It's going to become true for you once it becomes an assumption. So you may as well get started, because these are things that are never going to change for you. So at least that guy's just going to keep falling more in love with you. Yeah, that's right. It's like literally could be one. And you could literally just like put that in there for like a couple minutes. Just say it like once a day for a couple minutes. Okay. A lot of these things push out because you didn't suffocate it. Okay. Now, I'm not saying if you affirm all day long, you're suffocating your shit, because I certainly didn't suffocate mine. Okay. That's not what happens. But you can literally say things. This is why you can say things one time and have it become true. And then say something else and have that shit become true too. Because you just said it once and you kept it pushing. And you kept it pushing. You should do all that. You should all do this with when it comes to people in your lives, your SPs. Like, you can do it for anybody, anything, where you can literally just say it one time and not think about it again, and then have it push out because you didn't think about it again. If you could do that with the negative shit, why can't you do that with the positive? Yeah, you can, Jillian, if you'd stop with the bullshit. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's right. You can use your anger as a push. Yes, you can. Like, yeah, no, fuck that. Every time I get angry, it brings us closer together. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I get angry, she falls more in love with me. Period. And then leverage anger. So instead of bitching at her because you're angry, The anger doesn't need, the anger is an emotion, right? Anger is an emotion. It's not a thought. So you don't need, sweet Yari. Welcome to the fam bam. That group is very fucking active, by the way. So you have to know that like the anger is only an emotion. It's not allowing the thoughts to align with the emotion. Okay. So just, you can get angry. You can be angry all fucking day long. You can go walk around, be a whole angry ass person, but not let your thoughts align with the emotion. So instead, get angry with her and let it out, right? Because sometimes we have to let the emotion out. You can't keep it bottled up inside. So you can let it out and be like, Solly's pester after no contact, found out she, what? She put, that's right, Yari. We're here to help you get whatever the fuck you want. And she put your dog on Prozac because he's a masterless dog. Huh? Yeah, so if you're going to get angry, we'll tell her to take it off Prozac. Like, the fuck? No. Actually, she knows that our dog, and if she's still in custody of your dog, leverage that. Like, every time she sees that dog, all she can do is think about me. Yeah. And when you get angry, you remember you can get her to do whatever you want. Like the Prozac, no, absolutely not. In fact, she loves her dog so much she would never. She's already taken him off Prozac. She will. And if you're not happy with her, then leverage the anger and be like, no. Yeah, like you can be on like fuck that bitch vibe, right? You can be so fucking pissed and just be like, but in your mind, like use the anger and channel the anger to be like, no. She fucking will do anything to make me happy. Like literally, she will do anything to make me happy. She's conforming right fucking now. She cannot hide her love for me any fucking more. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like get angry, get impatient, but leverage the anger. Leverage the anger. Okay. Seth, how can you leverage everyone as you pushed out to leverage gutter trash to move on and be someone else's issue? Okay. So that's very easy. Okay. So this is, you always leverage everyone as you push out when it comes to gutter trash. Okay. Somebody's just on here earlier and said gutter trash confirmation gone. She did what I said. Gutter trash gone. Okay. So I only have two hands. Here's you. Here's gutter trash. And here's SP. Right now they're like this. Okay, so where you leverage everyone as you pushed out is, remember that gutter trash, she's in multiple realities, okay? She's in her reality, your reality, which is important, and for now, and SP's reality, and anybody else she knows, okay? So because she's in your reality and SP's reality, she must conform to the assumption you create within yourself of her. So you need to give her an identity. Because as we know, here's where you leverage. This is why I say you need to give her an identity, because identities are at the hierarchy of change, which means that if you give her a strong enough identity, her beliefs, her values, her persona, her behavior and environment must all shift to match the identity. Okay. So this is where they play their part perfectly. So you give them identity that's going to benefit you. I personally like crazy. You can say whatever you want about her. You can say she's a raging fucking bitch. Like she's just completely batshit crazy. She's just crazy. Okay. Two identities you cannot give gutter trash is controlling or manipulative. Okay. Because even if it's blatantly obvious, it could be clear as day that they're manipulative or, controlling. It doesn't matter. You cannot make that assumption about her, because even if it's obvious, even if they're aware of it too, even if your SP is aware of it too, they must continue to be controlled and manipulated by this person because that's how you view them. Nope. Or like has some kind of hold over them. Like he's with her because of this. Like he's with her because he needs her financially. No. He's with her because he needs, this. No. There's no reason he's with her. Okay. So don't make excuses. So give her an identity that's super strong. I like crazy because if you want confirmation, they conform to crazy real fucking fast. Like same day, if not next day, they crazy. Okay? Now, you've given her the identity of crazy. Now you affirm her away. We can keep it short and sweet. Okay? Mine was a little bit longer because I didn't know what I know now. So I said, so what all you have to say is this. He fucking hates her. All they do is argue. She's gone away. He hates her. All they do is argue. She's gone away. Okay? Or she's found someone else and she's gone away. Whatever. But I like all they do is argue because they conform to that within hours. Okay? I only know this because I was one building away. So the minute I added that one in, within an hour or two, arguing. And it didn't stop. Okay? So that's all you have to do is create, because your only job is one job only, to create the wedge. Okay? Once you create the wedge by saying that he fucking hates her, all they do is argue, she's gone away, you've created the wedge. Now, that's all you got to do, because gutter trash is going to play her part perfect to aid in your manifestation. She's going to do what you did, what everybody else tries to do to save their relationship, force the 3D. And as we know, forcing the 3D doesn't fucking work. So when she forces the 3D, as you're affirming and keeping inner conversations between you and SP, then they turn around and they come on home to mama or papa. That's how that works. That's how that works. Okay. Now, what you don't need to do is check the 3D. You don't need to do that. You will automatically get the confirmation that gutter trash is gone. You won't need to check. Okay. The more you check, the more you keep her around. We don't want to do that. Okay. Checking to see if she's gone. We don't want to do that. For what? Okay. So no need to check. You don't need to do any of that. Now, when you get confirmation that gutter trash is gone, now don't worry about when gutter trash leaves. Okay. Because again, you do not want to create circumstances that don't benefit you. So you do not want to create an assumption that you and SP cannot be together until gutter trash is gone. No, 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 no. You can't do that. Okay. You cannot create the assumption that that your SP won't contact you until gutter trash is gone. No, 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 no. Don't do that either. Because whatever has to happen for you to get your manifestation will happen naturally. Okay. So if that means that gutter trash has to be the very reason why you get your full manifestation, that's what has to happen. Don't even worry about it. It's not your problem. Okay. It's not your problem. If I would have guessed the how, I would have never, ever guessed the how. Ever. On how I would have got my full manifestation. But she was there all the way up until I got my full manifestation. She was the very reason why I got it. Okay? And I would have never in a million years ran through the scenario on how that would have happened. It didn't matter. It wasn't my prerogative. Didn't matter. Okay? Now, once you get confirmation that gutter trash is gone, you must continue to affirm against gutter trash. So you can drop the all they do is argue, right? Because you don't want them to talk anymore. Okay? Oh. So instead, you would just simply say, no, he fucking hates her. She's gone away. He hates her. She's gone away. He fucking hates her. She's gone away. That's all you would need to say. Okay. Because by saying all they do is argue, then you're like, it's like begging her to come back. No. Okay. So you can do that. Now, the only reason why I say you want to continue to affirm against her after she's gone and you have the confirmation is because you may find that you might have like a blimp of a thought that what if he's talking to her again? Is he still talking to her? Is she really gone? Right. And because of that, you'll bring her right back out that fucking dumpster she crawled into and you'll bring her right back out. No. So we want to make sure that once you send her to the dumpster she crawled out of, the lid closes on the dumpster and her ass goes exactly where she needs to go. Away. Okay. That's how that works. And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Now, if you're in contact with your SP, what you are not going to do is put your 2 fucking cents in. Okay? You're not going to put your 2 cents in at all. Okay? Like, let's say you guys talk like all the time, right? You can't put your 2 cents in. You can't be like, I told you. Yeah, no, she's fucking crazy. I told you this. Like, I told you she's not good for you. She is not a good person. You cannot do that. Because that is also forcing the 3D, because no one likes to be told about somebody they're talking to. No one likes to be told that they made a mistake, right? Anything like that. And you become like a fucking parent and they don't need that shit. Okay. So don't do that. Don't do that. You can listen to them and just be like, I'm sorry you're going through that. And in your mind, you're like, now you can also have fun with gutter trash how you want to. You can throw random things out there. Say it in a way as if it's true for you. Okay. Again, I have learned by now tonality is everything in the way you say things. Okay. So say it in a way that's true for you. Like, so you can literally like think about something, say it one time and you're like, because you laughed about it. I've done this twice now and it conforms within 24 to 48 hours. Okay. Can I also assume he feels bad for what happened? Yeah, you can assume that, Nadine, that he knows now that he made the worst mistake of his life. He literally knows now he made the worst mistake of his life. I think it's great, Jillian. Go collect the $150, bitch. Okay, Deriz, here's the thing. Okay, let's just think logically speaking here. Let's think logically speaking here. I need you to dead that shit. I need you to stop saying. I need you to stop listening to what she's telling you unless it's what you want to hear. Okay? Stop listening. Thank you, Mel. Stop listening to what she's telling you unless it's what you want to hear. Because, logically speaking, she said that, what, how many times now? First it was, come pick up your shit on Monday. You know, first it was like, come pick up your shit on Friday or over the weekend. Now it's come pick up your shit on Monday. Now it's come pick up your shit on Friday. So, here's what you should be telling yourself is, she knows damn well she's not ready. She knows damn well that she wants to be in a relationship with me. So she doesn't want me to come pick up my stuff at all. She literally doesn't want me to. In fact, she wants me to move all my shit in there. Because the reality is she keeps, the day keeps getting pushed back. Leverage that. Because most people, if it was me, I'd be like, when it's a wraps for me. Where I'd be like, come pick up your shit and you got till Friday. And if you don't pick up your shit by Friday, guess where that shit's going? In the fucking dumpster. So the fact that they keep pushing out is good. That works in your favor. Okay? Works in your favor. Absolutely, there is. Absolutely. Gutter trash works on SP's friend. It works on anybody. So you can literally identify the friend as being, your subconscious mind knows who you're referring to. So you can literally be like she. And your subconscious mind knows exactly who you're referring to. Because I didn't know anything about gutter trash. I didn't know her name. Definitely not. So I didn't know anything about her. So I just said she. My subconscious mind knew exactly what I was referring to. Okay? So you don't need to worry about that. Okay? And yes, they can confirm all the live long day. Whatever you want, they'll confirm too. Yeah, actually, she fucking resents her friend for meddling in her business. She literally hates her friend. She hates her friend for meddling in her own business. She's complete resentment. Her friend actually, she's not friends with her anymore. She's gone away. But also, do not view the SP's friend as a reason for the breakup, okay? Don't view that. Yes, I have, Dr. Christina. Yes, I have. Okay? All right, y'all. I got a jet, brah. I got a jet because I have an important appointment. My daughter's always like, dress up professional. Like, for fucking what? I'm not going on a job interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, there could be no professionalism here. What the fuck do you want me to wait for, Bevy? Bevy, Bev? What do I need to wait for? Come on, Bevy. Huh? But why did you have to say no to a client? Okay, fine. I'll answer these couple more questions because I literally have a coaching call. After this, I got to see who it's with because I may have to push that call. Why did I have to say no to a client, ET? Because, well, there were two. One, I told you I have to have, I lead with integrity and ethics first and foremost. And so I'm not, only I do the lives, Dr. Christina. Nobody fucking comes on my shit and runs my lives except for me. I will be going live tomorrow. Most likely not on Wednesday. Okay? That's my intention, is not on Wednesday. So don't plan on Wednesday. But I say no to a client, one, because I'm not comfortable recreating an SP that I don't feel, well, quite frankly, that I feel is a complete low-life piece of shit. I won't recreate an SP like that. If it's damage to the client, right? If it's not, because I've had my own experiences. So if it's like a domestic violence case, super toxic, I won't take you as a client because I'm not going to I will help you get a new SP 1000%, but I won't help you recreate a piece of shit. No. And if I'm going to help you recreate a piece of shit, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to recreate that he gets beat up by a 5'2" mild, timid bitch that's going to fuck him up. That's what I'm going to recreate him to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason. The only other reason would be if, from a moral standpoint, you're trying to manifest something that's, or someone that's not ethical. Yeah. That's the only reason I'll turn you down as a client. But your gender preference, all of that shit does not bother me. I don't care. Like, none of that bothers me. You can't help but who you love, right? And a lot of circumstances don't bother me either, right? But when it comes to an evil person, yeah, no. I don't think so. But that's because I think that people should, have a whole lot more self-respect. Oh, Elena, it's call with you. We're going to need to move that, okay? We're going to need to move that to Thursday. Sorry, Elena. But I'll leave you voice notes, bitch. We're going to leave voice notes, okay? Crazy Court's not in the... Crazy Court, you're not in the WhatsApp group? Really? Yeah, Crazy Court definitely desires to go on that bad boy. But no, I have to. All right, and oh yeah, Anna, I will listen to that. But yeah, no, you have to keep. You should literally always lead your life with morals and integrity. Because like I said, I've dealt with a stalker before too, actually, and I'm definitely not. Not going to some scenarios. I'm like, you never know. You never know that SP could be completely like a bad person. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be amazed. I'm not gonna be fearful walking out of my fucking house to having somebody, jump out the bushes. You know what I'm saying? because they're like, you screwed up my life because I helped somebody's SP. I ain't trying to have that. Nah, I ain't trying to have that shit. Oh, Taylor Morgan, hit me with that shit, bitch. Hit me with that. But that's why we thrive, right? And that's where I tell you, I don't have to hard pitch services at all. I literally don't have to hard pitch my services at all. For fucking what? And never once would I ever be like, these people are so fucking desperate. Who the fuck are you talking about as desperate? Because you know what? I wanted my boyfriend back. So what the fuck? Somehow you think you're above me? No. I know what it's like to be where you're at. So because of that, I would never look at that. And it disgusts me that some people do look at you guys like that. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. But you know what? I want what I want. And I get it. So that's why I'm here to help you guys. Fucking call you guys desperate. I'm going to raise my prices because they're so desperate. The fuck? Okay, you toxic piece of shit. Like, okay, well, But then again, they also say they don't believe in karma. It's like, that's because they know they're a bad person. So anyway, all right, Bevy, can I fucking go now? I gotta go, bitch. All right, I'm not listening to Bevy anymore. I'm making an executive decision. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. If you do want me to manifest your recipe for you, want one-on-one coaching with me, you want to join our WhatsApp community, text coaching, all the things. All links are in said bio or description. Also, I will be going live tomorrow at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So if you ever miss a live, always, it's going to be in the tube of you, okay? Again, on the bio. Okay, so therefore, I can help you. I will go live tomorrow. I'm 100%, almost 100, I am 100% because I'm a fucking manifester around this bitch. I'm 100% positive I will not be going live on Wednesday. However, shall I feel in the mood? Maybe I'll go live for like an hour on Wednesday, but it won't be like my regular time. It will be much later. Okay? All right. I love each and every one of you, and I gotta go. Yes, Bevy, bitch. Damn. I'm so proud of us, guys. I appreciate all the support always. And I love you, besties. And I'll see you.